Give me 30 seconds. Well, I'm here. I'm just not paying attention. What's up, Demon? Wait, am I in English? No, I'm in English. Let me make sure I wasn't messing up. Okay, can we believe it? I honestly thought I was gonna be here like a little bit after 5 o'clock, and we're just gonna have to do like a little rewind. But I'm on time. I'm early. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I'll be on camera in just a second. I'm trying to do something, so my head is just like I'm in my phone for like a second. I'm trying to get something situated. It's quiet. Oh wait, is it better now? Was that louder? Good news and not about vapes. Please inform me. And I'm glad it's not about vape, not about vapes. You kind of sound the same, but it works. You're loud enough. I'll take that. I'll take being loud enough. I just turned this down though, because that actually was really loud. I thought it was just my headphones. So maybe that'll be a bit better, because I just turned the PC down a little bit. Oh, don't let me forget to watch the Dragon Ball Dama trailer after this. They dropped the English dub trailer. Well, I don't know if it's actually on YouTube or not. I saw somebody post it on Twitter, but I didn't look at it because I was busy. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I'll have to check to see if it's on YouTube or not. But I saw them post. I started work experience today, and I got a place at being a plumber. Come on, plumber. I didn't know there was one. Yeah, it was probably. I think it dropped today. I saw it this morning, and they were saying English Goku something, and it was like a 2 minute or a minute and some change long. So I'm assuming it's for English dub trailer. Great pay. Come on, we love to see it. We love to see it. I'm sorry. I'm I gotta give an update about my impulsive behavior and the new things I've purchased that I didn't need and I probably won't use. Well, I only purchased one. Well, technically two, but it's for me. Anyway. Okay. How long we got? We got 30 seconds. They want to beat me so bad. Coed's a sale, currently a sale on Steam, and I gotta go crazy with buying Dynasty Warriors game. Full screen it. Oh yeah, I'm a full screen it. I'm a full screen it. Give me you. Fuck the chat is insane, but no, fuck them. Ain't no telling what they gonna say. Oh, we're about to start. We're about to start. We're about to start. They're gonna start off with a trailer. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let it just stay on auto. We don't want no interruptions. Pretty hot. I'm hoping it's good with everything that it better be. With PS5 Pro on the line, the state of play has to be good, right? Damn, Astrobot 2, ain't it? Okay, now I can finally focus. Helldivers Astrobot. Astrobot DLC, yes. I wonder when this is coming out. Oh, it's free. You know what? Shout out to y'all for giving us a free upgrade.
I'm Nicholas
a free DLC.
Team Asobi. We couldn't
Come
be
on,
happier
Sony and
with the
PlayStation
reception to
doing something
Astrobot
right.
and to see how much joy Astro is bringing
Wait, Stella
to
was
homes
in there.
all
Oh,
around
I
the
did
world.
see that. I was
Team
wondering who that
Asobi,
was
thank
with
you
the
so
doo
much.
doo.
Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at the DLC we'll release later this year
I like the hoodie.
at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
Listen to me.
Oh, I forgot I had some Vienna sausages. I forgot to eat today.
The midnight walk.
So
You better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
I don't want to see this while I'm eating.
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
Of course, okay.
Like a moth into the burning.
Is this little nightmare? The little nightmare? Look like the little nightmare thing is. I wonder what little nightmare can knock off.
Thank you.
He is right. Got me fucked up.
Little soul, you charming little wanderer. Where are you off to now?
And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
Okay. You know what? I'm okay. Go ahead and get it out the way. Go ahead and get that out the way. Get that out the way now, so we ain't got to come back to it later. No, bye.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away.
It's the state. What's up, Chris? It's the state of play.
Outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay.
She
Mother
dragging it.
always said
Girl, clear your throat and come on.
monsters don't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
What in the Elden Ring? Ryan, you meant to be streaming that shit game so you can play the good. First of all, I'm not even playing a shit game because the game ain't shitty. Let's start there. Another Souls game. Souls is going to just take over. Just take over. Oh shit. I done got comfortable. It's annoying. I'm tired of I think they think that everybody just wants this. Because these Souls games become big. I promise. I don't have to be stressed out with every game that I play. I enjoy being stressed out. I enjoy needing a drink. But I don't have to have that with every game. I promise I don't.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
they saw Elden Ring did good and was like, hey, okay. And Chris believes, but yes, they saw Elden Ring and said, every game is open world, Souls-like, and
I need to go after her.
gonna have a big sword.
Their bodies arranged in some sort of ritual.
Please, just let Yana be all right.
What is that?
Another Metro VR game.
I keep hearing
Book my
other
flight and pay
voices
for my
on the radio.
passport. I'm coming to kick your ass. I would do all that because I am 1000% sure I'm going to whoop that ass.
Yana, is that you?
I am 1010% sure I'm going to kick your ass.
Hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You know what? I'm gonna get one of these new VR games.
To become the thing we feel.
I'm gonna get one of these new VR games.
To prevent
I gotta get my little money's worth. So is Metro like since it's another one, I guess I'm assuming that Metro is like a good game to get. I'm gonna assume. I'll pray about it.
So,
It's a whole series.
how does it feel to learn the truth?
Originally not
Night
VR.
Sky
Okay, bad.
tragedy?
So they're just a thing that I just knew nothing about. Okay.
You humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins. And yet,
You have to get the new Aliens
granted
VR.
another chance in
I don't know
Aurora.
about that.
It must be the will of your beloved mother goddess. However,
I like the look.
still have
This
no
looks
trust
interesting.
in your kind.
That left a very nasty aftertaste in my mouth. And that water ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna have to drink some. That was disgusting. Disgusting. That MMO. Online, it's talking about online multiplayer. So it might be. And look at all these people. Yes, you do.
Prove yourself.
I mean,
If
I'll
you
get y'all.
survive this trial,
I might get Aliens on VR. Think about it. It was announced a while ago, but I don't remember what it's called. I'm coming to kick a police. Getting my ass kicked is insane. Archage.
perhaps
Archage.
you might become one of us.
Did that name look familiar? See if that was it. Okay, Pal World. Ain't y'all getting, are they getting sued? Maybe this is a different, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, hello. If Pokemon just won like another case against somebody else. They clearly don't give a fuck at all whatsoever. .org/I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I played the fuck out of this game, stopped playing it for 1 week and never went back. I don't think Power was on PlayStation. I guess it's coming. That seems like a long time. I guess better late than never. I guess people still play. I don't know. I don't see nothing about it.
Thanks to Pocket Pair for that new
Okay, let
look
me
at
get me
Pal
a
World,
juice or
an
something.
incredible open world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console.
Okay.
We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Your dreams, magical thoughts, all things
These
are
refrigerators,
real
like, the one I
unless
love.
you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the plot, carried on wings of hope.
Lunar Remastered Collection
Lunar
brings
Remastered.
together Lunar, the Silver Star story complete, and Lunar 2,
I played it a
Eternal Blue
couple months
complete,
ago.
with updated visuals,
I ain't even went back.
widescreen mode, and more.
My mom likes Lunar. It's a W game series. Come on. That refrigerator. This has been in the refrigerator since yesterday. And it's like not cold. I had to turn it
Lunar
up.
Remastered
Hope it ain't
Collection
going
comes
out.
to PS5 and PS4 in
It
spring
is like hella old.
2025.
I've had it since college.
2 updates on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Okay, let's not
First,
drag it.
The Radical Reptiles
Let's not drag
DLC,
it.
which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa
Who's
as
that?
playable characters. And for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers.
Okay, move along, please.
Today.
Y'all. That could have been just a simple release. We got some games to get to, okay? At this fucking point, I'm finna play a Sonic game, cause what's the hype?
Yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves
What's
is
the
joining
hype?
Sonic X
Why
Shadow
is Sonic
Generations
always
as part
somewhere?
of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack. This update
I might be
is
the only one, but I
inspired
don't care
by
about the new
scenes from
Shadow game.
Sonic the
I
Hedgehog
just
3
don't
movie,
understand why there's
and
so.
arrives
It's,
December
every time I
12th.
turn around, it's not
The
that
Sonic
I
the
don't
Hedgehog
care.
3
I just don't
movie
even
pack is
don't know why
included in
there's
the
so much
digital
going
deluxe
on.
edition, which lets
I
you
feel like
play
there's
the game
always
3
something
days
with
ahead
Sonic.
of
Always
its
a movie,
October
always a
25th
game,
release
just
date.
always something. At this point, I need to just play and watch and see what are we hyped for? Because last I heard, they didn't make good games. Okay, maybe I'm lying. I only heard about one bad game, but still. Forgot about this. If it was ever discussed with me, I think I don't forgot completely about it. If you don't know that guy, he's the creator of series. Oh, well, hello, sir. You know, you've done your due diligence. You've done your due diligence. You've brought in
We're
an
just
excellent
over a month away
series.
from the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Let's check in with BioWare and Electronic Arts for an extended look at a climactic battle.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it.
Ooh,
We have unfinished
I
business
miss
with that
you.
dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap.
Shh, hold on one
We
second.
need to lure her out to have any chance. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack. Just you and me now.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas! Wait for it.
Come on. Come on.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was on the phone, I missed some of that, but I feel like it's really.
Hit the wings!
You don't need to drag
Close to the
this.
land.
We've seen the
Second
gameplay of the
detachment.
game. Okay, I was just gonna say, I feel like
Flank
this
on
is
the
really
walls.
long. I was just gonna say, I feel like this is really long. I like that little spell. That was some fast casting. You didn't miss anything. Bad. Those Venusaur just left the nastiest aftertaste. That was disgusting. Now what is all of that? That just stressed me out. Mid battle, I would cry having to do all of that. It doesn't look bad. It reminds me a lot of it. The way they move and stuff and have to dodge and stuff just reminds me a lot of Hogwarts Legacy in the way she's attacking, since she's attacking with magic. Dragon Age more of a type of game with ordering squad mates. Oh hell no! hell? I'm stressed already thinking about it. Y'all better do y'all due diligence and think about it. My squad mates would just be looking at, sitting there dead as hell. Cause I done forgot. That dodge animation looks really nice. I like that dodge animation. This reminds me of like Vanishing. It doesn't seem too complicated though. Doesn't seem too complicated though. Oh, the dragon is coming. With her elf ears.
Bring that first one down!
Vaughn!
Ooh, I miss you.
Gillenane.
Consume their flesh! Shatter their bones!
Okay. What's up, Banana? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, you know, this is an extremely lengthy trailer. They could have just had their own state of play at this point. They could have just had their own.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
They better have a, okay. And it should have been the next game. What game is this? Because this should have been well, I guess Dragon Age was a big. So I guess they have to balance it.
Any clue what was waiting for us in there?
I guess it's just not big to me, but it's big to
I
people.
just kept on driving.
Isn't Remedy the people who do Control? I think, I have no idea whatsoever. .org/I'm slow. Y'all, I really forgot to eat today. And those my inner sausages were nasty and I'm still hungry. I'm not finna go cook nothing, but I don't really feel like ordering anything. Oh, that was Alan Wake. Okay. Look, okay, so that is them. Okay. And yeah, I don't feel like ordering it because the last 2 times I ordered, the order hasn't been right. Okay, you know, give the DLC of the game 15 times, okay? I'd be so tired of VR games being shown at these things. I don't know why I get so tired of it, but I honestly be so tired of seeing VR games at these state of plays. I feel like they just show so many. It's Hitman. I can be a hitman. I ought to get hitman so I can be my training in case I gotta get me a hoe in real life. You never fucking know, I might have to change, you know, my life around. The Hitman games are really fun. He just blocked the bullet with the pan. Iconic. Wait, I missed it. I'll look at, we can look at it later. I don't want to stop. I don't want to mess up. I look down for 30 seconds. I mean, 0.3 seconds, really. It missed something iconic.
I earned a new kind of reward. Agony.
The fate of this world was preordained in an instant.
What madness is
So
this?
people are going crazy for this?
Am I so changed?
I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
It's a classic? Okay, that's nice. I've never seen this game before.
The future.
I heard about it today in a Game Rants video, literally a few hours ago. There we go.
Fight it, Raziel.
The next stupid looking trailer I'ma look on Grubhub and find me something to eat. I have to find me something to eat. I am starving.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December 10th, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the first game's release.
That's nice.
Are you sure we can't just do the same?
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. It brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna try
Just go home.
Dairy Queen. I was saying it last, I don't think it was last stream, it was whatever stream, that I've never had it before. I'm gonna try it tonight, why not?
So happy.
At last, we've returned to our ancestral land, Agaspa.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in
Wait,
Towers of
this
Agasba.
was shown somewhere else. I think I've seen this. Haven't we seen this?
This colorful world includes unique creatures.
You never had Dairy Queen? I've never had Dairy Queen ever in my life.
And also allows
Their
you
food
to
is
invite
made,
other
but the
players
shakes.
to
So I
visit
should get
your
a shake.
island.
Should I get a shake? If so, what shake should I get?
Towers of Agasba launches into early access this November.
I don't remember. I don't know why. I feel like I've seen a
Epic
game that
Games
looked like
brings
it
a
would have been
split-screen
open,
mode
but you
to
were
Lego
planting. I'm
Fortnite
not sure
this
why.
October.
But I feel like I've seen that. I could be losing
This
it.
feature enables friends and family
But-
to explore the world and build villages together while playing on the same PS5
I always
or
rock with the
PS4.
Oreo mint.
And in other
Oreo.
Fortnite
Okay, so we'll
news,
do.
the new Fortnite limited edition DualSense wireless
Okay, they got the
controller
Oreo
arrives
mint.
later
What they got?
this year.
Oreo
with
fudge
pre-order
brownie
starting
sounds way too
October 3rd.
chocolatey.
Visit PlayStation blog
I
for
don't
more
think I can do the mint.
Next,
A whole
it's
shake of
1
mint.
versus 1,000
Oh.
in Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Yeah,
And
baby.
Koei Tecmo Games is ready
Yeah,
to
little
share the
something,
release
little
date.
something.
Let's take a look.
A little something. Little something. Little something. Let me put this phone down. I'll watch.
You have crossed
I don't want no
paths
shake
with
that
men
bad.
Who may one day bring about order.
Oh, I'll starve. It's okay. I done starved all day.
You
Might
must
as well starve for
adapt
3 more
to the
minutes.
chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
It just looks so. Seeing a Warriors game look like this,
You claim to
that
strive
alone
for justice,
is just
but
going to
have
be
no way
iconic
to
the
achieve
entire
it.
playthrough.
Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
A benevolent icon. A benevolent icon.
The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Did he just use his head as a platform? I know that's right. Gives a demo or release. They talk to him, Cow. Why don't you order the Pecan Blizzard? They have a pecan. I'm gonna order that actually. Wait, I'm going out of town.
I was still hoping that I imagined.
I'm not gonna be able to play it on release. I can't play it on release.
So,
I can't play on release.
What's your team been getting up to?
The guild gave special assignments to
So
some of the other
close,
units
yes.
from the expedition.
I'm getting never.
Mine included.
Please play for me. I want videos because I think that's the day I'm leaving.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather. That's causing the water currents to switch,
January
too.
2025 is insane. I honestly, that is not. So what does that mean? Get a demo? I was just gonna say I was expecting it to drop like later on in 2025. Oh, they said we're gonna get this game up out of here. Whoever working over there, they deserve 3 raises. They deserve 3 raises. Okay, let me order. I was finna get this. I was finna do Oreo, but Banana just played in my face and said pecan. Where is pecan? I bet I'm finna get it. Where is a pecan? Is it southern? Is it a southern pecan? I don't see no pecan. I don't see no pecans.
Ours. You respect.
I was joking. That's so nasty. No, I enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy that. Oh, it's a turtle pecan. This is gonna be good. The turtle candy. It's the turtle candy. It's gonna be good. They've had demos for Samurai Warriors 5, Dynasty Warriors 9 Plus Empire. So, oh wait, that might have a demo then. I didn't know that they did that. I know that obviously I know about 5. I played 5, right? I played 5 demo. That's the one I played. But I know they did it frequently. Monster Hunter looking good, but you can't show me this right. Honestly, they should have went to like then a VR game. They could have showed Alan Wake after that. They could have showed that VR anything after that. That's when you go to the mid.
It seems we must do a more
to the mid trailers.
What is that thing? An extinct species.
You're a hunter.
I'll get a small. I don't want to get no mini, because what if a mini is like real mini and I really like it? So I'll get a small. I don't want to get a medium because what if I don't like it?
Give it to me, and I'll.
I'm still in shock to see there's only a pre-order right now, right here, right now. Actually, don't drop it because I just pre-ordered. I just bought Wukong and I just pre-ordered Spark and Zero. I don't want to pay for no more games. Not until next week. I need a week off from games, so please don't give me a pre-order right now because I might just go ahead and pre-order it. February 28th. Mini is mini. Okay, so I did small. Wait, is small really small? Is small good enough for a taste, or should I do medium? Because if I really like it, I'm gonna be like, damn, if this is too small. But then if I don't like it, I'll be like, I'm glad I got a small.
Monster Hunter Wilds プロデューサーの仕事です。
A Monster Hunter a month after Dynasty Warriors. That's bold. That's like, damn. Just here you go, then here you go again. Small is good, small is okay, good.
順次予約を開始しますので、ぜひご予約いただければと思います。
Wait, so if the food is mid, what food have y'all got that ain't mid or that's close to not being mid? Because I need to be this is my very first time eating. I do not want to be disappointed.
23時からは TGS2024 カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。
I literally, the first bit of food I had was that by eating the sausage.
の情報にご注目ください。
I don't eat at Dairy Queen. I don't know what food to get off of the cry. Because they have like regular food. Like I'm sitting here, I'm seeing hamburgers, I'm seeing chicken sandwiches, I'm seeing hot dogs. What the fuck? Like,
I don't look at those chompers. Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past.
I mean, I'm down.
Her very heroic friends.
Okay, well, since I'm live,
all that
maybe chicken tenders, so I can just like
unspeakable
easily
evil.
eat that.
Join them as they explore,
They're nasty, I'll cry.
wacky outfits, and decorate their village. Nailed it. This is awesome.
No one really eats that Dairy Queen. They should have put this. Okay.
This exciting blue
like this would have been acceptable after Dynasty Warriors. And yeah, I've never eaten their food, never had a shake.
I don't know what that is.
Like I said, Tamar Braxton had a Dairy Queen rented out for her baby shower or for her birthday when she was pregnant.
But look how much fun
because she loves them.
Come and join the
but I've never seen anybody else just rave over. They have cheese curds. I'm going to get that.
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen.
And I'm sick of Lego seeing Lego. Maybe I need to play a Lego game.
Lego Horizon Adventures when it
Maybe I
launches
need to
on
play a
November
Lego
14th.
game. Maybe that's just what has
And
to go
Aloy
on.
has more good news on the horizon.
Because I'm kind of tired of them always being somewhere too.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered for
because I don't want
PS5
no
and
fries.
PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity
I
as
still can't
Horizon
believe this. This is so dumb. Did you just hear that? No. Wait, let's go back. I'm sorry, I looked down. Oh, you talking about that? Yeah. Okay,
This
yeah.
new version
Yeah,
of
this
Horizon
is
Zero
so
Dawn will
stupid.
arrive
This is so
October
stupid.
31st.
I'm glad I
And
missed
anyone who
Zone
owns the
out because that's
original
dumb.
PS4 version of the game
That's
will be able to
dumb.
upgrade to the new PS5 version
That's
for
dumb.
$9.99.
You just wasted all of your time. You just wasting time, and it
Visit
should have been a free
PlayStation blog
upgrade.
for more details and watch the full trailer to see
Die.
all the enhancements
Not
to
die.
Halo's Epic Quest.
I'm so used to telling people go die in the games. Don't die. I meant like
New
Stella.
content is on the way to the action-packed world of Stellar Blade. A new photo mode lets players set up the perfect picture with your choice of poses, expressions, and filters.
I never bought Stella, right? I never bought it because I was
And
contemplating
Stellar
it.
Blade's original soundtrack, featuring
I
over
wonder
180 songs from the game, is available
if I'll
on
be able
select
to play.
streaming services starting today.
The demo wasn't terrible, or the trial wasn't terrible. I don't know.
But that's not all.
It's not all. R?
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade later this year.
Oh! Wait, I'll play for that. I don't care if it's simple. I'll play. Wait.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE
Please,
2K24,
I just want you to know not to piss
Dead
me
Space,
off.
and Doki
Just
Doki
give us
Literature
game.
Club Plus.
Please don't say a
These will
single
be
thing
available
about a
to all
price.
PlayStation
I will
Plus
cuss
members starting
everybody
October
mama
1st.
out. A collab that's going
Meanwhile,
to carry.
our library of PlayStation
So I need to
classics
play
continues
Stella.
to grow,
I'm
with
playing
two more
Stella.
fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year: Blood
I'm
Omen:
playing
Legacy
Stella.
of Kain and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Okay, this is stupid. Let
Naughty
me.
Dog fans know September 26th is the
A
Last of Us
flamethrower
Day, and
signature
we're celebrating by adding the
stack burger.
critically acclaimed PS5
What's
hit
flamethrower?
The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation
never
Plus
played Last
game
of Us.
catalog this Thursday.
Jalapeno bacon. I don't want all of that. I don't want no tomato. What is this? My mind is blown. No, like honestly, January is ooh that white. Are these new controller colors? That white is amazing. January. It's the definition of insanity. Let's remove tomato, remove lettuce. Okay, don't drag it, just show it. That white is really nice. I kind of enjoy that just all white. I really enjoy that all white controller. The pearl. I'm sorry, those
Hi,
solid,
everyone. I'm Mark
that is, I can't even
We
talk. Those
recently
are
revealed
clean.
the newest addition to the
I'm here
PlayStation
for it.
5 family, PS5 Pro.
Don't piss me off.
Alongside several games showcasing the superior
Don't piss
frame
me
rates
off.
and improved graphics that the new console makes possible.
This is the creator of
With PS5
Final
Pro,
Fantasy?
Developers have access to 3 key improvements: an upgraded GPU.
Why did that just pop in my head?
And
Why did that just pop in my head?
that
Why? And
combine to
I don't
bring
know why
developers closer to
that
realizing
popped in
their
my
new
head.
vision.
I guess because when the guy who
We're
created Final
excited for
Fantasy
players to
popped
get
up,
their
he was
hands on
talking like
PlayStation
that.
5 Pro when it launches this November.
Act like I
But in
didn't
the
say
meantime,
that.
Here's a
Because
look
I
at
don't
some
know
of the
why
games
I
that are
just
being
instantly
enhanced for
went
the new
to-
console, including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time today.
I don't know what happened.
This is the time of our lives.
Someone has just confirmed it.
This is the time of our lives. This is the time of our lives.
I mean, those are cool. We get some new announcements, and I need them to be iconic. Oh, if they were to do like a Resident Evil reveal today, that might be grounds to drink. So that's what, right now, just right now. Oh my gosh, you're screaming basically at me. I dragged that. Like, don't say you screaming at me. They have a pretzel with queso. Okay, I'm gonna get that. I have to get it. Oh, there's like 4 of them. That's gonna be a waste.
We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear.
Oh, Assassin's Creed. Oh, damn! I was getting excited, hoping it was like gonna be like another like Ninja type game.
You are hunting.
Wait. Oh.
And now, every Ronin here is after you.
Is
still?
That's what I was gonna say. Is this
you're the hunter?
Phantom Blades? Oh, okay. Because I was sure gonna say, is this a Ghost of Tsushima? Couldn't even talk. Ghost of Tsushima? I was gonna be excited. Cause I'm not sure if all the other games use this sound, but this music is very like that little string of the whatever they used. It was very, everything just seemed very Ghost of Tsushima to me. I was like, wait, no, this really does. It didn't. It's Sucker Punch Ghost. Wait. Okay. I was like, wait, didn't Sucker Punch? Okay, so this is Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, wait. Wait, I'm here for it. Oh bitch, this all I need. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with the stream. Honestly, it's already up here for State of Play. We got Dynasty Warrior release date. Let's just start there. And then even they haven't been overbearing with the bad stuff. Ghost of of this hole. $2025. Okay, so they must not have a lot of. It's been show combat right. They mustn't have a lot. Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, we're done. Honestly, they could have did more, but
PlayStation.
I don't know how to feel. Because it seemed like it was shorter, but it was still better than the longer ones that I've seen. Unless it was the same amount of time and I just didn't pay attention to the fact that it was that amount of time. It was 40. It didn't feel like 40 minutes had flew by. 40 minutes literally flew by. Oh, okay. I don't think they have the same. These people don't have they don't have this. They don't have the same sentiment as me. I was impressed. I didn't realize it definitely is 5:40. I didn't realize 40. Okay, let me do this real fast. I didn't realize 40 minutes flew by. That was actually pretty. That was long. How long are they typically? Are they always around this time? They are dragging it. They are dragging it in these comments. Around 30 minutes. Oh, wow. I guess because it wasn't that bad, it didn't feel that long. Because honestly, it felt like we were just getting started. Maybe because it wasn't bad. Someone said, where's Jin Sakai? Didn't even read it, said 400 years after Ghost of Tsushima. I honestly didn't read that either. I think I was too mesmerized. I didn't see that myself, so I'm not even going to drag them for that. I wish I would have seen it so I could have been like, you stupid whore. But I can't because I'm the stupid whore because I didn't realize it either. I also didn't ask what Jen was, so there's that. Okay, well, let me order this food. Let me order food. I'm going to order these pretzel sticks. I don't want no fries because I got cheese curds. But then I'm finna Google if they're cheese curds. Okay, I'm going to order a kid's fry just in case the cheese curds are nasty. I'm not eating that. I don't want them pretzels. And I don't really want these cheese curds because I know they're going to be nasty. The chat is always like this. Dinosaur's origin was the only thing for me. Someone else. Someone with sense. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm dragging it. Let me hurry up. Okay, I did the turtle pecan cluster. See, Banana thought he was dragging it when he said that. He thought he was finna sock it to me when he said that. But that actually made me want it. Because I genuinely love pecan. So I'm doing the turtle pecan cluster treat, cheese curds, and that burger. No Concord 2. You know, can we get Concord 1 back online first? Can we get some of that money that we done lost first? Okay, let me order because it's getting late. Then I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna get irritated and change my mind. I had no good intentions. Well, you had no good intentions at all. But did that motherfucker say it say 40 to 55 minutes? I might not be eating tonight because if it take too long and they get here in an hour, I'm gonna be irritated. I'm not gonna want it. So we'll see if I'll try the milkshake if anything. Because an hour, I'm gonna be irritated. Like if food takes too long, I get irritated. Like for instance, I ordered White Castles the other day. White Castles down the street. Ho, you could have been here in 20 minutes. That hoe was picking up my food for forever. I took two bites of my little White Castle and put that shit in the trash can. Irritated me immensely. Wait. That said 30. What up? I gotta. Excuse me? Did I double something? I think I doubled up on one of my items. Everything say 1. View receipt, please. You know what? Die. Anyway. Okay, so I guess I don't want to get off because if I get off, I probably won't get back on. I should just stay on and play the game now. Oh no, let's watch Dragon Ball Dama. Well, let's see if Dragon Ball Dama has the. Yeah, it's an English dub. Okay. And they said I've been watching this. Now you a damn lie. Unless it's been on my home. Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's on the first page of my YouTube. And my YouTube is pulled up on my phone. I was like, bitch, I know good as motherfucker well. I ain't watched it. But I guess since YouTube do previews on the phone, maybe that's why I did that. Because it is recommended right here on my homepage. Isn't this the same trailer but English dub? Is this even English? But maybe, probably. They probably want to do a whole new trailer for English. Hell, I don't even remember the sub trailer.
Let's use the Dragon Ball!
No one is left to threaten your rule.
The time has come at last. All right, now let's go.
What in the Tapion, please?
My name is Gloria. I have a request.
I'm Pansy. Nice to meet you.
Unhook a pod! Now we're getting to the good part.
I wanna. He's gonna be only Japanese in the game, so I wonder if they're gonna like release his English voice acting once this airs. Goku voiced by the OG. Oh, that must be why they were going crazy about it. Oh, that was a lot of smoke in my face. That's why they were going crazy about Goku. That's the OG voice actor. Okay. So I wonder if.
So
Sorry.
2 points for
I have
Tamar.
to.
Let's
Every
see what
time
we got next.
this pops up,
Let's
I have to see
here.
it. I'm so sorry.
You know
I'm
this
so
thing?
sorry. Don't let it be too late.
There's a time when words are good and they're just getting annoying. So show me how you feel. Baby, I'm for real. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Cause you mean the world to me. Oh, you're my everything. The only thing that matters is your love.
Come on.
Yes, Lord.
Come on now.
Tamar.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Every time I see that clip, I have to watch it. Okay, now, anyway, I got to get to the game. Okay. I was finna replay it. I don't want to replay it, be that person. Anyway, I guess I'll play the game. I kind of wanted to wait for my food to get here, but if it's really going to take an hour, I don't want to wait. Oh, well, it says the courier is headed to the store now. It might not take an hour. Is there a video I can watch while I wait for this to come? Because I don't want to like start the game and then be like, oh, hold on, I'm eating. Don't let it be too late. There's a time when words are good and they do. Oh, she got. Okay, I'm gonna look at that later. I don't know. Let's see. Do we not care? Because I can do this if we really don't care. Because I meant to watch this earlier and I couldn't watch it.
People of America.
Oh no, I don't want to do this. Actually, no, I don't want to do this. You're here. I can't do that. Oh, I almost dragged it. Okay, let's see. What can we watch? Is this it was about to be. It was about to be. I was about to drag it. And you are about to block me. Shall we watch this? Can we watch this? Are we okay with this? Yeah, sure. Okay.
Bro, you reek. Time to up your laundry game, son. You're welcome.
That's fuck you.
Tridentist
If it took you to do that to make
TheraBreath
you change your
mouthwash.
opinion on a
It's
bitch,
a better
go to hell.
mouthwash. I guarantee it.
Looking for a game that doesn't last you a bajillion hours? Something a little bit smaller scale, not a massive open world, but just a good linear adventure? Well, today we're talking about 20 linear single-player games from throughout 2024, new and upcoming. We got a bunch of games, so let's just jump in with number 20. We're starting with an obvious. It's the upcoming release of the Silent Hill 2 remake. If you know
With
anything about Silent Hill,
Leon's
it's a survival horror game, and with that comes a fair amount of linearity. Sure, you can wander the foggy streets of Silent Hill, but ultimately, if it's anything like the original game,
I really
it's
wish
a
a Resident
fairly
Evil
linear adventure.
just
At the time
announcement
of
would
making
have
this
been.
video, we still haven't seen this game. We're really hoping for the best because we love
It would have been nice.
classic Silent Hill. Hopefully,
They just called
don't
you
screw it up
Outrun.
here.
Wait, what
if
part
they
was
do
calling
nail
me
it,
out?
If they
What's
do
up?
knock it out of the park and successfully remake this original game, chances are you'll have a good solid linear adventure to play through. From beginning to end, it's over. You're not doing endless side quests. That's it. It's just cool. Again, I'm still not sure about this one, but I really hope
me type
Bloober
of game.
Team
I don't want
knocks
no
it out
side
of the
quests.
park. Next, over at number 19, we have Children of
Actually,
the
I'm
Sun.
getting into
This is a
side quests,
Devolver
though,
Digital
low-key.
published game. From that, you should know it's something different. It's something unique. It's a sniping game. It's all about running around the outside of your enemy camp, finding the perfect angle, and taking the shot on your enemies.
I feel like that'd
Here,
be
it's all
cool
about
to
flawless
watch, but
execution, but there's really fun mechanics added, like how you can control
not a
the
good thing
bullet.
for me to play.
Essentially, it's more of a puzzle game than a shooter, but it's got a lot of style and it's really cool. And it's essentially structured in levels, so it's a linear thing you play through. But if you grew up playing games where you would choose the sniper rifle, or maybe you played the silent scope games, Children of the Sun is a really different, unique kind of indie style
sorry, 30
artsy
more
spin
seconds.
on those concepts. And because of that, it's absolutely awesome. Next, over at number 18, we have Black Myth Wukong. I will chalk this one up on the list of
Wait, this is
sort
a
of,
linear
kind of
game?
linear. Either way, Black Myth Wukong is an absolutely fantastic action-adventure game with cool combat, really,
It's straight
really
to the point.
compelling boss battles, and an incredible visual style.
Oh my gosh, that was the name
It's
of the drink I
also
had.
a very
Oh.
straightforward game. It is level-based. You play through a level, you finish it, you move on to the next area. So that, by definition,
Oh.
is linear most of the time. The Black Myth Wukong definitely opens up after
Okay.
about the third act, and these levels go from
Supposed to
tight
be a washing
corridor
machine.
hallway levels, you know, glorified worlds, to absolutely massive, more expansive, explorable areas. Still, there are diversions in these areas. There are
Honestly,
optional
cannot wait
bosses
to
and
play this
stuff like
game.
that. It's still,
And
in my
potentially
mind,
quit
a
it.
linear game. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's absolutely an awesome one. Next, over at number 17, we have Neva. This is the next game from the people
Never
behind Grits,
would've
a
made
really
it
interesting, simple,
without
cheesy adventure
you.
that had beautiful art and music. Neva
would
seems
have
to be
lost
taking
it
it a
all.
step further, adding
But
combat
now
and
I
animal combat
see
that seemingly grows
how you
with
were
you along the
there
adventure,
for
and
me,
is probably all going to make
knocking
us
and
cry at one point. We don't know how open this game is. It does seem from previews that it is going to be a fairly linear adventure. You just play through and finish, and that's refreshing. We'll know for sure when Neva releases October 15th. Next, over at number 16, we have Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Now, if you like Capcom games, I'd say definitely take a peek at this one because they did something totally different. Instead of doing another big, expansive, big budget game, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is kind of a tower defense game. There's a lot
just
more
played
to
the demo
it
for
than
this.
that.
I like it.
You
It's
have
on
more
Game Pass.
agency
I should try that
as
out.
a player and as a character, but it's just really
See if
unique,
it's-
surprisingly addictive, and fun. Along with that, you're playing through levels. It's not a massive, expansive thing. It's just a good, straightforward adventure that can sometimes get pretty challenging as well. Next, over at number 15, we have Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. This
I love
released
how
for
Game Ranch just
Nintendo
became
Switch earlier this
like
year,
my
and
end-all
it's a
be-all when it
re-release
comes to,
of
like,
an incredible game. Luigi's Mansion games are
determining if a
really,
game
really
was good or not.
underrated by some. They're just
I had
a
never heard of
blast,
this
and
channel.
Luigi's
One
Mansion
day I
2
saw it before
continues
you
that.
buy.
Granted, it is a HD re-release of a
And-
game from
hold
a
on.
handheld platform,
I've
so
got to
there
do
are
that
some
disturbing.
shortcomings, but this, more than any game on the list, is just a good old-fashioned video game. Now, next over at number 14, if we are talking about good old-fashioned video games, we have to mention Astrobot. Astrobot is a platformer where you jump into levels and you play through those levels and finish them in a linear fashion. Granted, you do have some choice as to which planet or which level you engage in. You know, it's up to you in terms of like what order you want to tackle all these levels. But ultimately, the game is structured in kind of like little nebulas where you go through, you clear out all the planets, you fight the boss, then you move on to the next cluster of planets. And we think it's one of the more fun, simple, charming games released this year. Next, over at number 13, we have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. This is by Machine Games, the people behind the Wolfenstein games, which are very, very linear, and they've been upfront about Indiana Jones being a pretty linear experience as well. There's going to be some hub areas and some semi-explorable areas, but ultimately, you're going through an Indiana Jones video game adventure. I really hope they nail this one because there was a time when Indiana Jones had a bunch of cool video games. So I hope we can go back to that time. If anything, this kind of reminds me of Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. That's kind of a deep cut, but some of you older players will definitely know what I'm talking about. Some of the people involved were involved in that game, and this could be potentially very cool and very good for Indiana Jones fans. Next, over at number 12, we have Indica, which is a really fascinating adventure. So you play as a nun in a kind of alternate industrialist Russia timeline, and you essentially venture through a spooky frozen land. There's a lot more to it than that. There's some story here, and it's kind of like a mix between like a simple adventure, maybe borderline walking simulator.
I'm here. I'm gonna cut my camera off for 30 seconds.
As well as puzzle solving, because Indica is cursed with kind of having a literal devil on her shoulder, meaning she was kind of shunned by her convent and given a mission to go out into the world. It's so weird and quirky. It's incredibly unique from the presentation to just the setup, and it's not an open world adventure that's going to take you 80 hours. Next, over at number 11, we have another remake. It's The Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. This game from Hazelight, the people behind It Takes Two, the Game of the Year winner from a few years back.
Right?
This is kind of like their humble beginnings.
Worst to best, right?
Two brothers.
I think he just 20 of them. Did he say in the beginning if it was like I think he typically do stuff like in no particular order.
Stay its welcome. You can finish it.
I think he always says that. Did he say that this time?
It's just like a well-crafted, well-paced thing. The re-release this year didn't get a ton of traction online, but ratings.
Okay, I know because when I be seeing the videos I do be watching, he be saying it.
To play through. Next, over at number 10,
he'll let it be known that he don't rank the stuff.
Specifically the
but
campaign.
I wasn't really hearing
While
it.
you're probably going to have some degree of freedom in terms of choosing what to encounter next, it's a first-person shooter campaign, so by definition, it's probably going to be fairly linear.
I cannot lie. I actually am excited
to Black Ops campaigns, when they have campaigns,
play the campaign on Black Ops. I really hope it works, and I'm able to stream it since it's on Game Pass.
Probably going to continue that trend. The Cold War campaign did some really interesting things, and we're hoping to see that continue.
If I can't stream it.
Next, over at number 9, we have A Quiet Place,
am I really
The
gonna
Road Ahead. We don't have movie tie-in games as often as we used to, and now a lot of the times when they release, they're actually pretty decent. And with A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, it's being published by Saber Interactive, who've had a couple of good hits lately. I think they know what they're doing most of the time. And this is a first-person adventure in the world of The Quiet Place. It's a survivor game. You're trying to survive in a world invaded by deadly otherworldly creatures that are attracted to sound. So from what we can see here, it seems like you're using a lot of the tricks from the movies.
Oh, about the essay. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Get around safely. It's
I'm
not
gonna
about
get it
killing
too.
these
I'm gonna
monsters.
get
It's
it's so
sneaking
fun.
around them.
It was
It's
so
about
fun.
finding objects and tricks in the environment.
I'm gonna get
to
it.
outwit and adapt and survive.
I gotta watch that
I hope it's really good. I think
show.
Quiet Place is a really good, interesting franchise,
So I can-
and a
so I can
video
be
game
caught up.
version
So I cannot be spoiled,
pretty
I mean.
cool and really help establish a little bit
11
more of
hours
this
into the beta.
post-apocalyptic world. We'll know for sure when it releases October
But
17th.
it carries over into the main game.
Next,
so
over number 8, we
you
have
doing
Still
yourself
Wakes the Deep.
a
This is
justice.
first-person adventure
Maybe
that takes
might be
place
OP
on an oil
when the game
rig in
starts, but
Scotland
it's
in
still a
the
justice.
70s. A very unique setting for a very cool, weird,
Because at this
strange
point,
horror game.
I'm
We
gonna
have
be on
some
that beta.
agency as a
Wait, it's a
player, but I would
beta.
say
How long is the
gameplay-wise,
beta
it's pretty
active? Is it until the game
straightforward.
starts?
It's called
Until
by
the game
developers
releases?
an immersive disaster story. It's hard not to talk about this one without spoiling anything.
Legendary
but it is an
weapons. See what I
incredibly
mean? You know what? Let me get
unique
on this
and
beta.
creepy experience. I'd say it's definitely different from other things.
No,
we've
it
played
ended
this year,
yesterday.
and certainly one of the more unique horror
Never the fuck
experiences on
mind.
this
I won't have
list.
any legendary
It's linear,
weapons. Now I'm about
it's
to cry.
straightforward. It's pretty linear. There are some distractions, but really you can finish it in like 4 or 5 hours.
Now I should just cry, right? Maybe I should just sit here and cry. Oh, you know, I'm just use it as an excuse to drink. I'm finna make me a drink after the food.
Next, over at number 7, we have the recently released Plucky
Because now I'm
Squire,
sad that I missed the beta, so I
creative
have to
spin
drink.
on
I think that
action,
makes sense.
adventure, platforming. Thanks to its art style, its visual style. The way it genuinely feels here like these 2D, fun, quirky story, but characters can jump out of that book and continue adventuring. It's a really, really cool idea.
PS5
and it seems
or
to be
PC?
resonating with people, especially
Well, I was
if you're
going to
still in
say
touch with your
PC.
inner
Initially,
child.
was going to say PC
Here,
since I was
it's a
gonna
pretty
like
linear game you progress
grind,
through,
but I
and while
guess
there
it
are
don't.
some secret paths
I
and
guess
stuff like that. It
PS5
could take you probably probably like 7, 8, 9
Since
hours.
it's cross-platform, it don't really.
Next over at number 6,
and we
have
can
the
still play.
Until
What did
Dawn
you get it on?
remake. This game is completely rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5. It's a game I really, really enjoyed upon release. I actually remember
because it
doing
didn't
the
run
before you buy for
bad.
it
The stream
way
didn't
back
look bad when I
100
was
years old now. But
when
I never
was
expected to see a remake, but
streaming
here we
it,
are.
right?
It's got
I know we
support
were
for
playing. You
modern
might not be paying
features,
attention.
obviously better visuals, and it's just a really good.
I'm gonna have to go back
fun
and look and see
horror
if it
adventure that wears its influences. On
was
its
really bad
sleeves.
or not.
It is all about choice. It is all
'Cause,
about
I
timing
mean-
these events, but still, it is like a playable movie.
Oh,
you
the screen was
progress
small,
through.
yeah. And I don't know if
I'd say it's
tweak because I don't
linear.
want to
I don't know
tweak.
how
I mean,
the
I could
remake
tweak
will
the
turn
settings
out, but
probably,
either way,
but then it's gonna be
Until
real,
Dawn
real
is
ugly. And
worth
I would
playing.
hate
We'll
to
know
like.
whether or
I
not
know
the
I don't
remake
care
is
about
good when it
quality,
releases
but what if it's
October
like
4th
too
of
ugly and
this
I'm gonna be
year.
irritated?
Next
Okay, I
over
might
at
get on
number 5,
just get on
speaking of
PS5.
remakes, we have
I don't
the
have
Dead
much
Rising
progress
Deluxe
outside of what we did
Remaster. Now,
anyway.
this one, in terms
so
of being a
it's
linear
not like
game,
I
is
was
a
able
little
to grind.
tricky. I might
since
be
the end of
cheating
this.
here because it has a fully explorable
I'll just get it on
mall
PS5
with main missions,
and
side missions, but
just start
the
over,
whole
it's
thing
whatever.
is structured around a deadline. You have 72 hours in this
One
mall
work
to
shift of
explore
grinding
its secrets,
stuff, I'll
save
can
as many
easily get
survivors
caught
as you
back up
can,
if it
tackle
makes that big of a
sub-objectives
difference, what I'm sure
and
it will.
optional bosses, and
start.
yeah, man, it's really cool. The remake definitely has some issues. I pointed them out in my before you buy. If you're a diehard fan, you might have some nitpicks, but either way, Dead Rising is
I'd
just
already
a game
brought the
worth
resolution
playing in
down
general.
some.
And yeah,
I don't
I'll
wanna bring
say
the resolution
that
down
having that
even more.
72-hour deadline, having a time limit to you finishing everything because you need to get on the helicopter to escape.
I got the
sort
3-day
of.
early
It's just
access
a really
version.
cool, unique,
Must be
straightforward
nice. I'll probably
structure
still be
to
playing
a zombie game
Wukong
that
when it
you wouldn't
releases,
really
or I
expect.
probably want to be caught up.
Now, next over at number 4,
with the
we're sticking
damn
with
show.
horror with Alone in
That's
the
what,
Dark.
60
yes, the
60
Alone
episodes
in the
I gotta
Dark
watch?
reboot or whatever you
About
want to call
around
it
60
did
episodes?
release earlier this year. It's kind of like a new creative
can do it.
imagining of the original game set in the Dorsetto mansion
slows back
with
down.
Edward
I can do it in
Carnby.
2 weeks.
And unfortunately, it does fall a little short.
But I'll
it
still
has a
be
lot of
playing Wukong,
creative
so I won't be
elements
able to-
and some cool level design.
Well,
but ultimately,
maybe.
I was
I might
a
be
bit
done quit
mixed
by
on it
then.
when it released. Still, though, it felt refreshing because it was
Because I ain't
just
playing.
like
I'm
a
gonna quit this
regular
shit. Ain't shit.
old-school
I ain't
kind of
letting shit stress me
survival
out about
horror
these
game.
games.
You just
I
play
done had
through
enough.
and finish.
I am
There
quitting
are
if
2
I have to.
campaigns technically. You can play as the 2 main characters. You know, kind of
Watch
like a
anime
Leon
like
and
5
Claire
times
situation.
besides the newest
Definitely
season, but I'm
not
actually
as
listening to
good.
it. But
The game
the light
definitely
novel
has some
is
issues.
read by the
but
main
if
character.
you're just
Okay, well,
looking
that's
for something
actually
a little
not
bit
bad.
different
That's
and just
nice.
like a regular
It's a
old horror
familiar
adventure
voice
in a
telling you a story.
spooky mansion. Well, Alone in the Dark's got you covered for that at least. Maybe if you get it on sale. Next over at number 3, we have Hellblade 2: Senua's Saga. This is a really, really linear game. And I don't think it's as good as the original Hellblade, I'll say that. But if you are looking for an adventure to just get whisked away in and kind of turn off your brain a little bit, the Hellblade 2 is definitely good for that because it is so tightly linear.
And the
There's
book is
not
in
really
first
any
person, so it's literally just
exploration.
it's
You're
him
constantly
the
just
entire
pushing
time. Oh, that's
forward,
iconic.
and it certainly has its flaws, but it is still a beautiful adventure with some really cool, memorable moments. It's also gory,
Wait, I would
creepy,
see how
and kind
much
of
the
weird, which I certainly don't think is
the
a bad
PS5
thing.
version of I can look
Next down at number 2, we have something really
how much
unique
the
with
PS5
Tactical
version
Breach
of
Wizards.
Until Dawn
This
is.
recently released
'Cause
game
I don't
is
wanna,
kind
like,
of
pay
like
for the same game. I don't
XCOM
care about
where
those
you're fantasy
changes.
wizards. But don't worry, it's actually kind of
And I don't
badass.
think
It's
I'm
way
gonna pay
cooler
for
than
it
you
if it's
think.
super-
You're
if it's
busting
close
into
to, like, a
places and
full-price
taking
game.
out enemies in that XCOM turn-based strategy style. You're using cover, you're using the environment, you're using your teammates, all to outwit and defeat these enemies, and it's cool as hell. It's got a little bit of a stylized art style, a little cartoony, but it really can hit. The turn-based tactics thing is always really fun, and this is level-based, so you're playing through it, you're having a good time. It'll take you about 13, 14 hours. Now down at number 1, we have Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. The single-player campaign for this game is completely linear. You play through an adventure as Dimitri and Titus doing his Space Marine thing, and it's cool as hell. It definitely helps if you play the original game, but either way, this is a good, fun adventure. It gets a little zany, it gets a little video gamey towards the end, but it's a good linear adventure with spectacle, challenge, some cool bosses, and good pacing. One moment you're fighting hordes and hordes of enemies in a massive open battlefield, and then the next you're regrouping with your teammates back at base, and then the next moment you're walking through creepy pitch black hallways waiting for an enemy to strike. There's just a lot of really good moments here, and it's a ton of fun. You can finish it anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours, and it's cool as hell. It's gotten a lot of people into Warhammer 40k, and for good reason. This is just a straight, regular, old-fashioned linear video game campaign. Granted, there's all multiplayer and all that cool stuff, but for the sake of this video, yeah, it's the campaign, baby. Those are 20 linear or linear-ish single-player games that we wanted to talk about today for 2024. I know there are more. We couldn't squeeze them all in this list, so we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Anything in particular you got, something you want to talk about. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know if you enjoyed these games or if you're playing any of them or looking forward to them.
Sorry, I'm dying.
Clicking the like button helps us out because we put out videos every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels...
Welcome back to another episode of Before You Buy, the show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impression.
It's IGN. It's 40 minutes. I don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, whatever. Should we watch this best? I mean, no, because it's not new games. I don't care about the best game so far. Never mind. I could show like something. Me and you. I never check the free-to-play games on PlayStation, see if they ever put any good games on there. I literally always forget. Here, let's look and see if there's any good free games.
Looking for something free? Well, we're talking free-to-play games today. New ones and upcoming ones. We've got 20, so let's get started off with number 20. Soulframe is the newest game from Digital Extremes, the people behind Warframe. Warframe, if you don't know, has been going for like a decade now.
Forever.
It's a free-to-play live service game that a lot of people have been really enjoying. There's a massive community around it, and it seems like they're one of the few that haven't screwed up the live service model and alienated players. Warframe is going strong, so some of that team spun off and they're working on a new game called Soulframe. Soulframe, in a lot of ways, looks like the opposite of Warframe. It's more grounded,
Are you bored,
more
Sir Henry?
melee-based, and fantasy instead of sci-fi. It's still got very similar vibes to Warframe, but it's definitely trying to do its own thing in this interesting fantasy setting centered around nature, creatures, animals. It's sort of medieval, but it's kind of hard to pin down. Combat looks very almost God of War 2018 like.
8 hours long.
I think they could be onto something interesting.
Is that the
here.
longest
If
book?
They've learned a lot from Warframe. I'm just excited to see what they do with a new game from the ground up. As of right now, Soulframe doesn't have a release date, but we're definitely keeping an eye on it. Next, over at number 19, we have The Bournless. This is billed as an action horror first-person shooter.
No, Jesus
You're
Christ.
playing with other
And there's
players
20
in this
books.
very moody,
Over 20 books.
atmospheric horror world. Apparently facing off against demons, monsters,
I could
other
low-key start it
factions in this
tomorrow.
quote-unquote
I was gonna. I finished
Lovecraftian world.
that new
You're using
Digimon
magic, you're using
adventure.
guns, you're upgrading a safe house.
I'm
and
not a
Just
fan.
visually, the game seems
And I was going to
really,
start
really
watching,
distinct. I think that
rewatching
alone is
Digimon
very
Data Squad because I
ambitious,
kind of like that
especially
one.
for this studio.
But
a
instead
small
of
studio
watching
that I think
Digimon
this
Data
is their
Squad, I
first
guess I could
project.
actually
Games
start
are essentially
Sword
centered
Art
around you
Online
starting out in your
tomorrow.
safe house, going out,
Since I do have
looting,
to watch
getting more
60
powerful
episodes.
stuff, kind of summoning a demon through a
But I kinda
ritual,
really do wanna
and then
start
depending on what
Digimon
team you're on,
Data
you're dealing
Squad.
with a
Only
demon,
watched
and then
that
you're
one
hunting
time.
down other
And I
players while
enjoyed it.
they're trying to
So
escape
it'll be kinda
or
like
extract.
rewatching it,
It's
like,
a
it'll be
lot of
kinda
interesting
fresh.
concepts, and we're excited to hear more from it soon. The trailers look pretty cool, but again, it's from a new, unproven
like,
studio. As of right
if I
now,
start
no release
that-
date, but we're going to keep an eye on it.
Mind you, I have to watch it on Facebook. Let's start there. It's your choice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, but I have to watch it on Facebook because it's not on streaming services. So somebody on Facebook like shared.
I'm gonna walk.
Somebody on Facebook shared
having a
each
party.
episode, so I saved
Now,
it, and I
next
have
at
to go
number
watch it on
18, we have
Facebook. I can't
Dungeon
watch it on a
Stalkers.
streaming service.
This is essentially a free-to-play third-person
gonna be behind on the game. I know
dungeon
that's the
crawler.
only
It's
thing.
gonna have
The only thing that's
PvP
making me want to like
elements, and
watch
you're
it
just
right now
diving
because I
into
feel like
these
there's a
dark,
really good chance
gloomy,
that I might
very
just quit
classic-style
Wukong. So
dungeons,
there's a chance that I
fighting
might
other
be able to play
players
that game
and
soon.
monsters. The character
Oh
design
wait, no, I'm supposed to play Vision of
there's
Mana.
lots of different abilities, magical
Visions of
witches,
Mana supposed to be
gallant
first, right?
knights. Apparently, it's
I
got
don't know
a
which
pretty
one to play
complex
first. They
armor
both
system
just
that you
seem
really
like
have
games
to
I just want to
factor
play. I don't
into
mind playing
how
either
you
game
square
first.
off against enemies. As of right now, this is slated for 2024. We're excited to hear more.
Okay, I'll just start Sword
Next over
Art
at number
Online
17,
tomorrow to
we
be
have
on the
Arena
safer side.
Breakout Infinite. This is
I have
another
to think about the
highly
game.
tactical first
So
person
I'll start Sword Art Online instead
you're
of
looting,
starting
you're shooting, you're getting out. Sometimes you're taking
Digimon
it
Data
slow,
Squad.
sometimes it gets very
I'm gonna start Sword Art
intense,
Online.
very
I'm gonna start
sweaty
Sword
very
Art Online
quickly. And I
tonight
think
when
one
I
of the
get
big
off
things
of
this
live.
game
How
has
about
going
that?
for it is the
That'll be what I go to
visuals.
sleep
If you
to.
can't tell on screen here, it looks really, really damn good. At the time of making this video, early access through their website has just dropped. And although it is very much still a work in progress, it seems like players are enjoying it so far.
There you go.
Next over at number 16, keeping with the military vibe,
Visions
we
of
have Delta
Mana, Black
Force
Mist,
Hawk
Sword Art
Ops.
Online.
Yes,
Oh my
Delta
gosh,
Force
Yakuza is a
back,
whole.
and it seems like it's
because
going
once I
pretty
start
crazy.
Yakuza, I'm not
It's gonna be
playing.
free to play.
I feel like
it's got cross-play. It's got all
I might
these
have to
big
force
features
myself,
for
though,
it. A bunch of game modes
tonight.
so you can get
Because I feel like
competitive if you
once I
want,
start
and it's
Yakuza, I'm
also
gonna
doing
wanna, like, just
something
keep playing
interesting
it.
with a Black Hawk Down campaign.
Like I was about to do the
If you're
Kingdom
looking for
Hearts,
bigger scale,
just
PvP
franchise it straight through.
multiplayer,
I feel like
this
I'm gonna
might
do that
be
with
your
Yakuza
thing,
because I
especially if you're
thoroughly
looking for a
enjoy
change
it.
of pace. Maybe you're tired
And if that
of the
happens,
Call of
I just want to
Duties and the
apologize
Battlefields of the
to
world.
every other game.
This could be a nice free
plan to start
alternative.
playing.
As of right now,
Because
it's
I feel like
fourth
there's a
quarter
good chance of that
2024.
happening.
Next over
Because
number
there's so
15,
many
we have
Yakuza
Off
games that
the
I have to get
Grid.
and I have to
This
get
is
caught
a
up.
new
I just like
battle
I just feel like
royale
I'm scared
game.
to
It's
start it,
apparently
but I'm
set
ready
in
to
a
start it.
dystopian
That's how I'm
future.
worded.
It's
I'm
100
scared to start
players
Yakuza,
fighting
but I'm
on
ready
a
to
big,
start
gorgeous
Yakuza.
tropical island. But apparently, the game is also giving you a very lengthy narrative campaign that you're also going to progress through while you're jumping into these battle royale games. It's a very interesting idea to try and tell a story and a narrative over the course of battle royale. To quote a YouTube comment from the initial teaser trailer from this, it looks like if Cyberpunk 2077 and Fortnite had a baby. And yeah, I would agree with that. As of right now, no release date, but we're expecting to see more in 2024. Next over at number 14, we have One Punch Man World. If you're into One Punch Man,
that is really iconic.
You got this free thing to jump
One Punch
into.
Man.
It's a official
Like,
Crunchyroll.
that is really
published game,
iconic
and it's got a
that
lot
is
of good
happening so
reviews.
fast.
You can
I did
play
not
as some of your
expect.
favorite characters.
I was not
you can fight some of
expecting
your favorite villains, and you can play with your friends.
January
Personally, not
at
really my
all
type of thing because it does
whatsoever.
have a mobile game feel, but it is also releasing on PC, so that's why we
Like,
figured
hello.
we'd mention it here. Next over at number 13, we have Project Mugen. When this game was first revealed, we were pretty blown away by the ambition.
Wait, this is the game that I saw
Graphically,
on.
art style,
Oh,
it looks
this is
absolutely
really
gorgeous.
I
and
saw this game.
very
It was saying it was
blatantly
like
seems it's going
Spider-Man
for a kind of Grand
Temu.
Theft Auto mixed with the web
And then I think
swimming
they
of
had
Spider-Man
someone had called
mixed
it.
with the
had
free-to-play
said
elements
Genshin
and vibes
Impact
of something
with a
like
Spider-Man
a Genshin
mod.
Impact. This is a NetEase published game. They, of course, are famous for publishing other free-to-play style games from various territories. It feels like they got infinite money at this point to pull off something this cool looking. If the game actually comes out looking as cool as this trailer, we are definitely interested. It looks like there's some combat with some depths, some interesting range weapons, some destruction, and a big open world city. Project Mugen potentially could be cooking. As of right now, it's slated for PC and PlayStation, but no release date yet.
Wulong?
Next
Wukong?
over at number 12, we have
Wulong?
Doom
Whoever?
Ray Trace. This is a completely
Well, I didn't get to
free
pre-order it. That's
download
unfortunate.
thing that one clever developer or modder made. It is just Doom 2 with ray tracing, and man, does it look gorgeous.
no.
I mean, just look at this trailer here. It totally changes the look and feel of the game. I love old school Doom, but I still can't get over looking at it with these types of visuals applied. I think the cool thing is that the people who worked on this and implemented ray tracing and everything are just put it out for people to play.
you're talking about
Of course,
Dynasty
download
Warriors.
it and
Wait,
check
you're
it
not talking
out
about
at
Wukong.
your own risk, but at the very
Dynasty
least,
Warriors,
just
okay.
look up some videos, some gameplay of it, because it is absolutely wild.
I wonder what the. Wait, you get the soundtrack early? They release the soundtrack early if you pre-order it, or you just get it upon release?
Next over at number 11, we have Ashfall. Now, at first glance, you might be looking at this gameplay and thinking, what the heck is this? But believe it or not, it's a camping and survival game based on Morrowind. Yes, this is technically a Morrowind mod. This has been a thing, a community thing for quite some time. You can access a lot of it on Nexus mods, and it's just cool. Honestly, we've recommended a lot of your standard free-to-play looter shooter extraction things on this list, but something like Ashfall is a totally different flavor for a totally different type of player. Building something on the bones of Morrowind, making something creative out of it, in my opinion, is always cool. So yeah, we had to give this a mention. Next, over at number 10, if you're looking for some free survival, check out Ocean World Eden Crafters. This released pretty recently, earlier this summer, and essentially this is a free-to-access and play prologue
you get to
to a
replace
bigger
the
game
soundtrack
called Eden
in-game.
Crafters. In this experience, you're dropped onto an ocean world and you're tasked with surviving, but also terraforming and essentially doing the work, putting the work in to make the planet more habitable.
You can go back to something you near and dear to. Hello.
Really, really interesting how you can really shape this planet into your own image. Also, it is a water-based planet, meaning gravity is causing massive, massive waves constantly, and you need to figure out how to work around that stuff. I think for fans of survival games, but also space games and people who like Interstellar might dig this one. Next, over at number 9, we have The First Descendant. Released earlier this summer, this is very much a free-to-play, live service looter shooter with all the trappings you'd come to expect. A battle pass, skins, all that. But it does seem like people are enjoying it. Maybe it's the grappling hook or the very distinct characters you can play as that all have very, very different abilities and use cases, or the larger scale kind of raid boss battles. The First Descendant does have a lot of interesting ideas going on. It seems like it's doing pretty well. There was a big marketing push behind it, and it seems like it's worked. People are jumping onto it, probably because it was free, but I'm excited to see what the developers cook up next for this. Next, over at number 8, we have Ubisoft's spin on the free-to-play shooter with X-Defiant. Yes, X-Defiant is still going strong, and this is a free-to-play arena shooter that is very intense, very quick, very hectic, very sweaty, really. So if you're looking for an alternative to some of those tight, challenging, quick, competitive first-person shooters with a little bit of a Ubisoft flavor to it, X-Defiant might be your thing. Next, over at number 7, we have Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks. Now, Warhammer 40k has really been expanding with lots of new media and lots of new games, and some of them get really creative. And Speed Freaks is definitely one of those. Yes, they're going with the free-to-play model. They're trying to attract people. They're trying to get you to spend money, but this is a Warhammer 40k themed kart racer. That, I think, is a really brilliant idea. It's quirky, it's fun, but it still feels like it fits within the universe. I say that at least as somebody from the outside looking in. It's been out since August. People have been enjoying it, but technically it's still only in early access. So we're excited to see where else it can really go. Next, over at number 6, we have Sky, Children of Light. This is a massive but abstract and simple kind of MMO from the people who made Journey. So if you saw Journey on PlayStation 3 and was into that, this is essentially the free-to-play, big, expansive MMO version
music
of
track
that.
from the series.
Beautiful art style, very simple, fun, peaceful characters to play as, and just a lot of cool stuff going on. It's a lot of exploration and puzzles and vibes. For free games, you don't usually see ones that are quite like this, but that game company, the developer publisher, does always tend to do things a little bit differently. So if you're looking for something completely different from everything else on this list, consider Sky, Children of the Light. Next, over at number 5, if you're just looking for a dark and gritty PvPvE dungeon crawling thing, Dark and Darker definitely might be your thing. This is hardcore medieval fantasy dungeon diving. It's all first person with a lot of fun melee and magic combat. There are traps, monsters around every corner, and you can play it with your friends. So you're looting, you're questing, you're dungeon crawling, but with some buddies. What's better than that? This game is also seemingly becoming quite a big thing. It's coming to mobile as well, but it is on PC, where since the summer, people have been really enjoying it. It's got mostly positive on Steam. There's a lot of depth to this one, so I will say if you're curious, check out some YouTube videos first, other than this one, of course. But yeah, Dark and Darker is already offering quite a bit for a free-to-play early access game. Next, over at number 4, we have Once Human. This is another recent free-to-play shooter that is a big, massive open world, kind of post-apocalyptic, but with very, very strange monsters, and you're thrust into playing through a kind of survival game mixed with third-person combat like The Division. And it has moments where it's really, really cool. There are some really, really creative aspects to this game, mixed in with some of the more mundane survival stuff you see in a lot of other games. When I first checked this one out, I wasn't the biggest fan. I like the ideas more than the execution, but I'll be totally honest, it seems like I was wrong. People seem to really be enjoying Once Human way more than me. Sometimes I don't get it right. So, Once Human released in July, and it does seem like it's still going strong.
They don't come with a lid on them, so that was almost
probably a good time to jump
everywhere.
in. Now, down at number 3, we're getting to the real fun stuff.
That's unfortunate. That almost made a mess.
Nightmare Cart is that game you may have heard about in the past. It was a Bloodborne cart game, but for legal reasons, it needs to be more distinct. But it is very much inspired by Bloodborne, and it's a kart racer. That's absolutely brilliant. This is a game made by a fan for fans. It's just the most genuine, wholesome version of a game you can possibly get. And the fact that it's free for everyone is even cooler. It's absolutely gorgeous from a kind of classic art style and how it embraces the horror tropes and the Bloodborne stuff. It really is something else.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving.
And now, down at number 2, we have Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has had a lot of playable events recently, but its full launch is coming soon, and it's pretty cool. It seems like a good kind of third-person alternative to something like Overwatch. It's fairly simple, yes, and some of the interpretations of the Marvel characters are a little corny, but there's some cool stuff here, and it's good, simple, clean fun. The characters' abilities are interesting. The environmental destruction is good. The maps are fairly decent.
But these ain't cheese curds.
If you know Overwatch, if you understand Overwatch, but you are looking for a Marvel version of that, this is kind of that. I know I'm being reductive. People say it's not the same, but they are absolutely going for that market. Overwatch 2 has kind of left a void, and I think Marvel Rivals is doing a good job. It's pretty cool. Still, it seems like they're only just getting started. They just announced like Captain America for it, so we're curious to see where else it goes. But for now, we're thinking Marvel Rivals might become a bigger thing. Finally, now at number 1, we have Fallout London. Fallout London is a fan mod for Fallout 4. It is a whole new Fallout experience. It's a Fallout game set in London. By these incredible fans and modders. They did such a good job adapting the Fallout style, the lore, the vibe, everything to post-apocalyptic London.
It's some type of spicy something.
It's got story you can play through. It's got quests. It's got its own unique loot, locations. They really did a bang-up job.
And it has some type
of took tons and tons of years and lots of hard work for this to be made, but it is absolutely worth the wait. Fallout London is truly something special, and I hope to see it end up in the video game history books. If you were waiting for the next Fallout game, this is it. It's right here. Bethesda didn't make it, but it is right in front of us, and it's a good time. So those are 20 free games that are both new and upcoming. Let us know in the comments what you're currently playing that's free. Is it one of these games? Is it interesting you? Is there a game on this list that is upcoming that maybe you've wish listed?
Most played MMOs of all time. Did you see that up here? Oh yeah, right here. I'll take that.
Kroger Health, care is having a team of expert and credible providers.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucky here, and it's that time of the year where we look at the Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucky here, and it's that time of the year where we look at the MMO genre and go over the most played MMOs right now. A lot has changed since the last time I made this video. We've seen some MMOs move way up on the list and some move way down. This video is strictly by the numbers, which means I'm not ranking them by quality, simply by active player base size. Which MMOs are dying? Which MMOs are thriving? Let's find out. Number 15, New World,
there's sauce on the
playable
bottom
on
as well.
PC and soon to come to console. This survey is coming at a bad time for New World. It's currently experiencing its worst month in its history, but it hasn't come out of nowhere. The game has been bleeding players for some time now, sliding another 4 spots from number 11 on this list to number 15 in the last 6 months alone, and presently averaging just 4,800 players on Steam. Just 6 months ago, it was at 19,000 concurrent players on Steam. What happened? Well, New World is currently making a not so smooth transition to console at the moment. It seems that the focus on bringing the game to console has led to a massive drought in content for the experienced players sitting at the end game. Combine that with the fact that they're advertising it as a multiplayer action RPG instead of an MMO, and longtime players of the game are feeling a bit rattled. Is New World a bad game? I don't think so. As far as MMOs go, New World is one of the most fairly monetized ones out there, featuring very little in the way of things that could be considered pay to win.
You feel like those
the
would
game
be like
is
one of
buy
the
to
top
play
ones?
with an optional battle pass.
New
World
be on
features
here.
a massive seamless open world for you to explore, and that's where it really shines. It
Final
shines when
Fantasy
you're out
14 is the one that's been out
questing and
for a
gathering,
long time.
and all of the things that you stumble
they were
into
just,
along the way. It's always
still
really
like
struggled
winning
when it
awards,
came
or
to group
nominated for
content
awards,
and getting
right?
people into that content. The game features some of the best crafting
Weren't they
progression
recently
out of any
nominated for
MMO.
something like
Every
last year?
tree, bush, or rock can be gathered to level up your crafting and gathering. New World features the trinity of tank, healer, and DPS, and has some incredibly challenging dungeons and a mutation system for those dungeons that basically acts as a Mythic Plus system from WoW. This content can be fun, but also difficult to find groups for, especially with the current player count.
That's
As for
iconic.
its transition to console, well, it felt like this game was perfectly suited for that with its limited number of abilities that you can have at any given moment. It looks like the developers sacrificed a lot of the PC player count to get the game to console. Hopefully this is a gamble that plays off for them in the long run and they're able to bring those players back. Holding on to spot number 14, EVE Online is a dependable old MMO released all the way
Ordering
back
food
in
is such a scam.
2003, but still being
I have
actively supported
this.
by both its developers and its fans. EVE
I
Online
don't
is an
want the
MMO
bread.
where your goal is to build and upgrade a powerful spaceship so
These.
that you can join up with others
And
to vie for
this.
control of the most profitable sectors
For
of
$30.
space. EVE Online is free to play with the option to pay money to do things
And
like
these fries,
access
but the
more
fries are, like,
spaceships
not crispy,
sooner.
they're, like,
It also
stale.
has an optional sub, and
I
this
don't think
optional sub is
they're
the most
bad. I
expensive
think
subscription
it
on
was
the
just
list,
because-
sitting at $20 per month. As with
Or
most
with the
optional
Dasher.
subs, fans of the game will often tell you that if you intend to fully enjoy the game,
And they
the
got,
sub
like,
is
really
not so
stale,
optional. EVE
so I
Online
can't
has a
eat that.
fantastic character creator, but that matters very little as you'll rarely see your character. Your focus is on your ship, and it's what you'll spend
That
most of your
burger is
time
good, though.
controlling. In EVE Online, players form their own alliances and then battle for control of the
I'm
universe.
never ordering
PvP
food
in
again.
EVE Online is high stakes, as when your
I
ship
forgot
is
EVE
destroyed,
Online even
it does
existed.
not simply respawn. No, you must rebuild it again.
It said you
Many
can pre-order?
hours, days, and months worth of materials it took to build that ship
I thought
are
did
now
it say it was
gone.
available
EVE
now?
Online is often called the spreadsheet
I don't
simulator,
see it.
as many players engage in tracking
Wait, did it say
materials and
pre-order
costs
now?
diligently. CCP Games has finally embraced this and has added an integrated spreadsheet into the game. EVE Online was never the biggest MMO, but it and its fans have kept it on
Or
the
did they
list
release
for over 2 decades.
the fact that there
Next
will
up,
be
slipping
one?
spot is
I don't remember.
SWTOR, or Star Wars: The Old Republic, launched in 2011 and available on PC. BioWare has handed this game off to a new developer to keep it up and running as they move on to new projects. Typically, this does not bode well for the future of an MMO. SWTOR launched in 2011.
No, but the
developed by
official
BioWare and
website
published by
says you can
EA.
pre-order
This is
tomorrow.
another MMO
Okay, bet.
that is now free to play with an optional sub. That optional sub will unlock a lot of things, but most importantly, it will give you access to all of the game's
I wish they didn't
zones
give such a
and
big
forever.
container.
Even if
I
you
can
only
wrap
sub
it.
for 1 month,
'Cause
and
I'll be
then
trying to keep
cancel,
every bit of
veterans the game
marinara
will
I
tell you
get,
that
'cause
that's
I always forget to
exactly
buy
what you
marinara.
want to do if you want to
We'll be
fully
wanting.
experience SWTOR. SWTOR is probably most known for its amazing class stories that immerse you in the world of Star Wars. The class stories are fully
I don't know
voice acted
this
and
was
are
popular.
incredibly well fleshed out and
You know it's a
written.
thing.
Perhaps the most unique part of these stories is that your choices actually have an
always
impact
in the
on
dark.
the ending of your story, with up to 3 different endings possible for each class. This is definitely one of the coolest parts of SWTOR, hands down. Nowadays, SWTOR
I
is
don't
largely
like
a
that
single player
name.
experience, and if you've never done it before, it could be a lot of fun, particularly if you're a fan
I
of the
just
Star
don't
Wars
like that
universe.
name
You'll get
at
your
all.
Star Wars music,
Is he saying
art,
SWTOR?
stories, and lightsabers. The game features 8 classes, split 4 and 4 between Jedi and Sith factions, with a lot of overlap between the classes on each side, almost as if one side is a near mirror image of the other side. It's not a bad game to pick up and play with a friend, as it does feature level scaling, which has unfortunately resulted in the questing experience
Star Wars:
becoming
The Old
perhaps too
Republic.
easy. So you
That is a
definitely be
mouthful.
jumping in for the story and not the challenge.
That is a
The game's
mouthful.
population has definitely been
I'll say
sliding over the years, albeit
SWTOR
slowly.
too.
But now the developer has given the game away, which
I'll
means
say
its
it's
future
I
has
take
never
everything
been
I said
more
back.
uncertain. We'll watch this one
I
closely
promise I take it
moving
back.
forward. And if you're someone that
Please say
enjoys
SWTOR.
MMOs, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you're kept up to date on all the latest and greatest MMO news. Number 12. Wizard 101, released in 2008 on PC and web browsers. I didn't previously include Wizard 101 on this list, but it turns out this game has enough players to make the cut. Currently sitting at number 12, Wizard 101 was a gateway into the MMO scene for many children around 2008 when it launched.
People are
it's
still
going
playing
strong
this
today and still getting new updates regularly.
Still
the game
going
lists
strong
itself
today.
as free to play, but it would be more honest to call it free to try, as you'll need a sub in order to access all the game's best and most relevant content. It's definitely a
Well, then
unique
that's a
entry
scam.
featuring a card collecting
what can you
style
do for
of
free?
combat, but it does also include your more
why is it
usual
on the
MMO
list?
staples like housing and fishing. And despite its humble
Okay, I didn't
beginnings,
think I was
it's
gonna eat
still
the whole
sitting here
shake.
comfortably, holding down the
But
number
this shake
12
is so
spot
good.
16 years after its initial release. And next up, moving up one spot
Like,
from
it's so
number
good.
12 to number 11 is Albion Online. Now, if you're watching this video and you're
This is a
thinking to
bomb-ass
yourself, "Man,
shake."
I'm already burnt out on all of these MMOs," perhaps it's time for you to check out the sponsor of today's video, Neverness to Everness. You can pre-register for the game right now by clicking the link in the description below. In this fast-paced urban RPG built in Unreal Engine 5, you can explore a massive supernatural metropolis brimming with wonders and extraordinary creatures. You'll use your powers to take down anomalies and epic battles that will leave your heart racing. While you explore, you'll be able to buy and deck out your home and make it truly your own. But your house isn't the only thing
Like-
you can customize.
like
You can
Project
customize your
Mugen.
car until it's perfect for you, just like GTA, or use anti-gravity abilities to explore the urban landscapes. In NTE, the world is packed
Oh, you know
with
this
lively
game.
events to ensure that this open world game is anything but empty. The high-quality graphics and amazing artistic design gives you a fantastic
Is that a
visual
good no
experience,
or a bad
enhancing
no?
the wide variety of companions
Anime
that you'll
GTA.
encounter on your journey.
Wait, that
You'll
might be
even
a good-
able to
that might
deepen
be
your
a good
relationship
no.
with those companions
I
by
would
getting
enjoy
to know
that.
them better through events in the game. NTE is developed by Hoda Studio, a subsidiary of the well-known Perfect World Games, who will be publishing the game globally. What other game lets you customize your house, customize cars like GTA, and gives you anti-gravity abilities to explore sprawling metropolises, all built in the incredibly powerful Unreal Engine 5? Get ready to explore this unforgettable, massive urban world and unravel all of the
I might
mysteries
gotta try,
within. So
Anime
don't miss out on the
GTA.
chance to play this epic game at launch.
And
Click
they
the
better
link
not
in
be
the
saying it just
description
'cause of the
below
reason
to
he just said,
pre-register
because
for
of the
game
card.
now.
Customizing
It's
the
completely
card.
free, so you've
I
got
better be
nothing
able to
lose.
jack a
Massive
hoe.
shout out to Hoda Studios and
I
Perfect
like to
World
jack a
Games
hoe for
for
they
being
call.
kind enough to sponsor this video. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for listening. Now let's get back to the video. Launched in 2017 to PC,
I was gonna
Mac,
say, I know the
iOS,
video ain't
and
over that
Android.
fast.
Albion Online is a fantasy sandbox MMORPG that was released 7 years ago now. It's free to play, but it's also 100% pay to win. And it's not for the faint of heart. Albion Online is a full loot PvP MMO.
You probably can't
Now,
do it.
because it is full loot, that means that you can let someone else pay to win and then kill them and take all of their gear. Fortunately, if you lose a full loot PvP fight, it's not too terribly difficult to recover from. Most players are only running around with gear that's worth about 1% of their net worth. So once you've been looted, all you have to do is head to the auction house, click a button, and it repurchases your previous loadout. The game features a pretty massive progression tree where the more you use something, the more you level it up and unlock things down that branch of the tree. Albion Online does feature an optional sub that will greatly reduce the grind. The game's population has been steadily increasing since 2018, helping it climb up to the number 11th spot on the most played MMOs list. If you're looking for something different and high stakes that feels like a MOBA and an MMO merged into one beautiful
I
creature,
wonder where
Albion
Final
Online
Fantasy is
might
on
be
the
a
fall.
great choice
So
for
I'm
you.
sure it is
Next
on
up, we
here.
have WoW Classic, seeing the largest population decline of all the MMOs on this list since the last time I updated it. This is partly because of how well it was doing 6 months
That was kinda
ago when
spicy.
we checked in on it at the launch of Season of Discovery. It had experienced a massive population boom, whereas now the Classic community has largely experienced what they wanted to in Season of Discovery, and they're waiting for more and new content. Players tend to come back to WoW Classic and devour the content for a week or two before wandering off to play other games again. In March of 2017, Blizzard finally caved and announced that they would be making World of Warcraft Classic. World of Warcraft Classic launched to massive appeal, much to the surprise of Blizzard, who had thought there was no way players would ever want a Classic server. It's impressive that a spin-off for a version of a 2-decade-old MMO sits this high on the list, and this isn't the only time you'll see that happen. World of Warcraft Classic was a return to WoW before its controversial additions like raid finders, excessive cash shops, and and the WoW token. WoW Classic is the classic MMO experience through and through, slower combat and a strict adherence to the trinity of tank, healer, and DPS.
I think they left a seed inside that motherfucking burger.
Control abilities and still have to try to avoid aggroing too many mobs. It's going to be interesting to see how long
that bundle with cheese that was sitting on top.
Classic WoW can maintain its steam and how many seasons it will be able to continue getting players to return for. If we look at the trends for WoW Classic, we can see its explosive launch in 2019, followed by a moderate level of interest in the months and the years to follow. Interest fell off heavily, but the addition of Season of Discovery was able to bring a lot of those players back. Season of Discovery interest has largely waned for now, and players seem to be just about done finishing up their Panda experience as well. Will we someday see WoW Classic take the route of old school RuneScape and carve its entirely own path, completely forking from the story of retail WoW? I don't think this is just a possibility. I think it's a necessity if they ever want to see players stick around for more than 2 weeks at a time. WoW Classic was number 4 on this list the last time I made it, but it slid all the way down to number 10 now. Its population is still impressive for a spin-off of an existing MMO, and further proof that there's a massive appetite for the classic MMO experience out there.
I can't eat that no more.
Strong at
it's chocolate ice cream.
Is RuneScape, also known as RuneScape 3, a fantasy MMORPG originally built with Java to be played inside of your browser. My friends were playing this MMO on library computers all the way back in the early 2000s. Over 20 years later, this game is still
the chocolate from the turtle starting to melt, and it tastes like chocolate ice cream. I can't eat this no more.
RuneScape is interesting because there's RuneScape, and then there's old school RuneScape. We'll get into old school RuneScape later. Right now, we're going to be talking about RuneScape, or RuneScape 3 as it's known. RuneScape was originally released all the way back in 2001 as a browser game, but that's largely changed. As of 2016, the browser version has been mostly replaced with a standalone client. RuneScape is a game where you can level
I just don't like it. I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Level fishing by fishing, level magic by using magic. It's a grindy MMO with a staggering 20 years of content
mixed in, and it's
as
like
much as RuneScape
25% chocolate.
Past its sibling, old school RuneScape, it's still very much the old school MMO experience in a lot of ways. Slow-paced fights, basic combat, and not so state-of-the-art graphics.
My lips are on fire.
RuneScape
and
did
just putting my lips in that spoon like that, it helped a lot.
And a very contentious cash shop as it aged, leading to the birth of its younger, older sibling, old school RuneScape. The pay-to-win nature of the RuneScape cash shop didn't go over well with the community, and in a strange retelling twist, the classic version of the game without the same pay-to-win cash shop has ended up with far more players than the modern version. If we look at the trend for RuneScape, you can see how insanely
these fries
popular it
would
was
have been
back
good
in the
if they weren't
absolutely massive. If you were an MMO player and you weren't playing WoW, there was a good chance you were dabbling in some RuneScape. RuneScape has lost a lot of players in the last decade. Probably many of them went to its sibling, old school RuneScape.
Oh, and that burger, like that bread, that sausage taste, but that burger, that patty was
good. Guild Wars 2 is rising 2 places on the list, from number 10 to number 8. Guild Wars 2 had an explosive launch back in 2012 and has since been one of the most popular MMOs.
I really don't like chocolate ice cream.
Guild Wars 2 is a free-to-play MMORPG developed by ArenaNet and published by NCSoft. It's worth noting that since this was developed by ArenaNet, it won't feel like an NCSoft game.
But I thought cheese curds was always like
of encouraging zone exploration and competition, and tried hard to break the mold of having players run from one yellow exclamation point to the next. And it largely succeeded in those efforts. If you try it out, you'll see what I mean. It's got a very unique questing experience. Guild Wars 2 features a very generous free trial. The first 80 levels are free, and the game does not feature a sub, not even one of those quote-unquote optional subs. So when it says that you can play it for free, it means it. After the first 80 levels, there is a lot of great content to be had in the expansions. However, those will need to be purchased. And these expansions definitely house the best content in the game. It's here where you'll be able to interact with the game's amazing gliding and mount systems that Guild Wars has become so known for. They did recently overhaul their new player experience a bit for their Steam launch, which has allowed you to get access to the first mount in the game very early in the game, as opposed to waiting until you purchase the first expansion at level 80. This was a great change because it's very important for players to get a feel for what those mounts are going to be offering them down the road and why they're so unique.
I won't be ordering Dairy Queen
again. Guild Wars 2 are better than in any other MMO.
If anything,
and
if I was
lack of a rigid trinity of tank, healer, and DPS have made it a unique entry into the genre. The Guild Wars 2 main story quest is all entirely voice acted. Both your character and many of the characters that you interact with are voiced. This adds a lot to the story as you get to see and hear your character laugh and cry and go through all of the emotions that dialogue boxes are never able to convey. One of the most memorable parts of Guild Wars 2 is its world events, where upwards of 100 players group up to take down dragons the size of skyscrapers. These fights are truly a sight to behold, and it's really cool to see that many people in the community all get together to take these things down. How is Guild Wars trending? Over the last 5 years, this 2012 MMO's population has been holding strong, if not growing a little. There are a couple of big things that are keeping this MMO from being
What's
more
up, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream.
The things that it does right, it
but
does
I think
so
he is supposed to be
well,
yapping.
it's worth checking
He
out.
kind
Number
of
7, Elder Scrolls
telling
Online,
us
released in 2014
information
on PC, Mac,
but there's Elder Scrolls,
Xbox,
so you,
and PlayStation. Elder Scrolls Online.
What else
has
you
just
said? You
dropped
said
its
Elder Scrolls. You
well-received
said
Gold
World of
Road
Warcraft. You
expansion. This expansion
said
added
Final
scribing
Fantasy.
and
What
some
else you
great
had
new
said?
rewards. Elder Scrolls Online is a
So
beautiful
far,
theme park
everything.
MMO set in the Elder Scrolls universe and
Pretty
takes
sure
place
whatchamacallit gonna be
about
on there.
950 years before Skyrim, and features the trinity of
Black
tank healer and
Desert,
TPS.
and it was
ESO has
RuneScape?
12-player raids, 4-player dungeons, as well
RuneScape,
as a
yeah.
ton of single-player
Have they
content
showed
for
up?
you to enjoy. There are 3 tiers of difficulty for each type of content, allowing players to push themselves farther and farther. It definitely leans towards the casual MMO player and stands out as one of the more story-driven
RuneScape, okay.
MMO experiences out there. Every quest, and I mean every single word of every single quest, is voice acted. ESO is buy to play with an optional sub, so if you want, you can pick up the base game and get hundreds of hours out of it. If you enjoy that, you can subscribe for $15 a month to unlock the other half of the game. Elder Scrolls Online features action combat, which is often a hate it or love it topic for players that try this MMO out. If you're used to tab targeting MMOs of old, it's going to take a little bit of time and a lot of patience to get used to this game's combat. ESO is currently celebrating its 10-year anniversary and has been giving out amazing rewards, huge expansions, and will be capping it all off with its next expansion in 2025, so expect big things to come. If we look at ESO's chart, it seems to be maintaining its population pretty well, and the population for the game is looking very healthy. But the best part about ESO is its mega servers, which prevent the population from being fragmented, which means you won't have any problems finding other people to play with. Sitting here at number 7, it's easily one of the biggest MMOs in the world, and unlike the next MMO on this list, it's not pay to win. Next up, sitting at number 6, we have Lost Ark, which is one of the youngest MMOs on this list and has recently seen its population size implode. In May, it had an average concurrent player base size of 55,000 players.
Oh, I used to see that being advertised all the time.
That average has dropped down to 19,000 players.
That
so
logo,
it's effectively lost
that
over
used to be
half of its player
advertised
base
all the
in
time.
1 month. It looks like
I
this
forgot
young
about this. I
MMO
used to play
is
this.
really starting
Used to
to
play it.
struggle. Still, it's holding on to the 6th
I ain't never
slot
played it, but
on
I
the
used to
list,
see it
so it's
on,
no slouch yet. Lost Ark is a
what
free-to-play
is it be on
top-down
Steam? I guess
MMORPG
Steam,
that
whatever it used
launched
to be
in the
on.
East in 2019
Not
and
Steam.
finally
It
here in
wouldn't
the
be
West
Steam,
in
'cause I didn't have Steam back
2022.
then.
Lost
Whatever,
Ark
it
is
used to be
Diablo
advertised
meets
all the
Final
time.
Fantasy meets a Las Vegas casino. It has a cash shop and a gear progression system that will frequently remind you of its Eastern MMO roots. The game is absolutely pay to win, or if you prefer, we can call it pay
Absolutely
for power,
pay to
but
win.
to its credit, it is also one
Probably
of the
YouTube or
few
something,
major
yeah,
MMOs
because
that you can choose to play for completely free. And I'm not
It's sad
talking
that
about
y'all-
those
you know, y'all
MMOs you
doing
can
a little
try for free.
decrease.
You can legitimately
Y'all
access
still
and
make
play
the list, so y'all doing
entire
something right.
game for free, if you have the patience and the determination to push through the grind and the monetization that comes with it. There are more currencies than you can count, and your gear progression involves multiple layers of gambling said currencies. Despite its top-down view, it does feature dungeons and raids, and these are definitely some of the most popular content in the game. The ultimate goal in Lost Ark is to
My dad
sail
put
around the
200
world,
hours
collect
into
all
this.
of the things, and increase your
Dad said,
character's
"Let me
power.
play.
The sailing is a lot
And
of
let me
fun,
show you I know
especially
how to
early on
play.
when you first access it.
Let me
Lost Ark's
put the
weaknesses
time
are definitely going to be its pay-to-win
and
monetization
the effort
and
into
the
this.
sheer number of bots that seem to infect it. One of Lost Ark's biggest strengths is its combat, and a lot of the players will tell you that the combat is extremely satisfying. On top of that, the game has a wide variety of classes, with more on the way, each with their own look and feel to make sure that anyone can find the right class for them. If we look at Lost Ark's trends, we can see the interest in Lost Ark exploded in 22 when it launched in the West, and then quickly dropped back down to reality after the initial hype. It has fallen a long way since then, but still remains
Combat
above
is really
some heavy
good.
hitters like Guild Wars 2 and ESO. Sitting at number 5 is Black Desert Online, released in
There go Black Desert.
2015 and is available on PlayStation, Xbox,
So the whole
Windows,
list I made it, 'cause
iOS,
we know
and
Final
Android.
Fantasy 14
Moving
is
up
gonna be
one
on here.
position from the last time I made this list is Black Desert Online. If you ask someone why they like BDO, they will almost certainly tell you that it's the combat, that and how beautiful the game is.
Played
BDO
this
is an
too.
open world game with very little in the way of instance content. You don't play BDO for dungeons and trials. You play BDO to kill things out in an open world, often for hours on end, just to gain a few percent of a level.
Wait,
BDO is very much a go out and grind type of game. It's also important to note
don't
that
kick
it's
my
an
ass.
always on
MMO stands for massive multiplayer, and what's is that right?
Anyone
and then
can
what's
kill
the
you
O?
at almost any time. This is definitely one of the more unique features of the game that makes it
The combat is
popular
really good,
among
like you
PvP
said.
players. BDO has some pretty negative.
Oh, so it's just massive multiplayer online. So Warframe, I don't know if it was on the list. Is Warframe considered an MMO since it's basically just a big ass online game?
The developer has parted ways with that publisher. They have undone a lot of the less.
It just popped in my
popular
head because
aspects
I
of
just
its
remembered about
monetization, making
Soulframe.
it possibly worth looking into again if you haven't recently. BDO features a ton of unique classes and
or do the
continues to
MMOs have to
actively
be
update
like
the game.
these
But how
games
is
like
the game's
this? I don't know what these
population
games are, so I
trending
shouldn't say
the
these
population
games
seems
because I
to be
don't know
holding on. In
what
fact,
type of
BDO
games
seems to
these
have
games
largely
are.
stopped the bleeding of its player base. If you're more of a PvE
kind of
player,
is, okay.
recent expansions have added a lot of
Will the
questing and
MMOs be
PvE content
more
if you're
leaning
into that
towards
sort
the
of
games
thing.
that you
Next up at number
would
4, Maple
have to, like,
Story.
pay for
Available on
stuff to
PC.
play?
Almost like an indestructible cockroach surviving a nuclear blast.
Or like the
Maple
gotcha
Story
type
climbs up to number
games?
4 on this list after being caught lying to its
Usually-
players
oh,
about drop
okay, so it's
rates
not-
for
it's just
items they were
basically like,
spending
okay.
real money to gamble for.
It's
it
not
still
about
sits
the-
here at number 4.
that is about-
Maple Story
okay,
launched in
like
2003 in the
servers.
East and 2005 in the
They'll
West.
have, like, different
this is another
servers.
game that was a
Those are
gateway into the
typically, like,
MMO scene
MMOs.
for a lot of modern day MMO players. It was immensely
MMOs can be
successful and
free.
still manages to stay relevant nearly 2 decades
So
later.
that game that
far,
I
the
was
game
trying to
has
think
reached over
of,
260 million
it's
registered
actually
users
not fully
worldwide and grossed
defined.
over
Okay,
$3
so that game
billion
I
in
was trying to
lifetime
think of,
revenue.
there was like
To
a
put that into
War
perspective, the
Witch
only MMO that
game,
comes close to having had
whatever,
that many people
but I
try
can't
it
think
is
of the
World of
actual name of
Warcraft.
it.
It's got around
That was
42
the
different
name.
classes for
Well,
you to try and
we know
offers
that.
an
I think that's
incredibly
all we
unique
call
and
it.
accessible
Act like we
experience.
didn't have
In
that.
other words, it runs on a toaster and it's got 2 decades worth of content, so there's plenty for you to do. How did the
It's kind of
charts
an
look?
opinion.
Well, here we see this 20-year-old MMO beating out modern staples
Damn,
in
that
the genre
red
like
line.
RuneScape 3, BDO,
RuneScape,
and Guild
that
Wars
was
2,
like
which
dead.
is pretty impressive for a 2-decade-old entry. Continuing to hold down the 3rd position
said
is
fuck
old school
it.
RuneScape, launched in
For a minute.
2013 and continued to climb in population size as if it was completely unaware that MMOs are supposed to become less popular with age. You can either play this game on any computer less than 20 years old or your phone. The system requirements are so low that this is probably the most accessible MMO out there.
This was
And I
RuneScape
think
3
it
was
owes a
one of
lot
the
of its
worst.
success to that. On top of that, old school RuneScape
Not
is a
y'all
game
fucked up
run
on the
by
third
the
entry.
players with each significant change voted
Or
on
the
by
third
the player
numbered
base.
entry.
Old school RuneScape launched as a result of the community not loving some of the changes that were made to the game. Retail RuneScape added WoW-like abilities and a cash
Oh, I
shop
should have got
that
on Twitter
many
after
accused
the
of
state of
introducing
play
pay-to-win to the
to
game,
look
and
at
so
the Kingdom
community
Hearts
begged the
community
developers for the
reactions
creation
to
of Old School
not
RuneScape.
seeing Kingdom
Jagex
Hearts.
finally
Old
agreed
school
and created
RuneScape.
servers
Old
that
school
were based on a
RuneScape.
2007
is what
version
everyone
of the
plays.
game.
Okay.
RuneScape does not
Why
have the
did that
player
not come out?
follow a linear storyline, but instead has the player choose their own path through the game. Players can choose to kill monsters, go off questing, or level up one of their many different skills. Old school RuneScape is a make the numbers go up game. You skill up, you level up your crafting,
friend
your
plays it,
sword
but I've
wielding,
never
your
played it.
fishing. Anything that you can think of, you can level it up. And a lot of people love doing exactly that.
I feel like
RuneScape
every
is a very
game
sandboxy
like
MMO
on
that
this
allows
list,
for a
even
lot
if I
of
was
AFK
ever
skilling.
interested
And
in
thanks
trying
to
them,
its slow
I would
pace
be
and
so
incredibly
behind
low
that I would
computer
be
requirements,
too
it's very
overwhelmed
accessible. It's
to
got some
wanna
pretty
try.
involved quests that would be near impossible to figure out
You need a
without the help
paid
of
subscription
add-ons
to
and
play
guides,
it.
and it is as
So
old
free to
school as it
download,
gets, with a very clunky
but
combat system
pay to
and
play.
user interface. It will definitely
Is
take
that
some
what's
patience
going on?
and getting used to if you're going to be
What?
trying it for the first time in 2024. Old
Because
school
ain't these
RuneScape
the?
has
Oh
been
no, this
so
don't say.
successful
This
that
ain't
its
the
active
free
player
game. I thought it
count
was
has
on the
now
free game
far
video.
eclipsed
This is just the
retail
MMO
RuneScape
video.
and a lot of other MMOs for that matter. If we look at how the game
I
is trended
don't know
on
why I
Google,
thought we
we
were
can
still on
see
the
some
free-
impressive growth
free
over the
game.
years. By the numbers, it appears that Old School RuneScape is held on to the 3rd
This
spot,
isn't a
and at
video
times it
about
even
free.
passed
No, I
number
thought we were
2.
still
Pretty
looking at the. I'm
impressive
not
for
sure
being
why I
born
thought I was
from
looking
a
at the video that we
browser
looking
game
at
that
prior
was
to. It was like
released
top
in 2001.
free
You can
games
dismiss its
of
success and say
2024.
that it's all bots, but once again,
Black
that would
Death
fail
Online
to
isn't free.
explain
It goes
its
on sale for
massive presence
$5.
on Google Trends. Number 2, and perhaps the most surprising upset on this list, is going to be the
Upset?
fact that World of Warcraft has been dethroned, though likely only temporarily. Sliding to number 2 is World of Warcraft. Most likely, a lot of WoW players are taking a break from WoW to play the MMO, sitting at number 1 this month before they return to WoW. The lead up to Dragonflight
Wow.
propelled WoW far above Final Fantasy XIV, and it held on to that spot until Final Fantasy XIV dropped its Dawn Trail expansion. Public opinion of World of Warcraft has massively improved since its self-inflicted wound that was Shadowlands. Now with Chris Metzen at the helm, the community has high hopes for a return to form. With the first of 3 announced expansions releasing later this year, it's going to be a massive year for World of Warcraft, with some players clocking in nearly 20 years played. It's a testament to the massive appeal this game was able to garner. World of Warcraft is a massive, seamless MMO that still handles scale better than any other MMO I've played. You can see a location a mountain, a castle, multiple zones away, and get on your mount and fly there. This is something that a lot of MMOs created well after World of Warcraft are still unable to deliver on, thanks to them being broken down into smaller zones with rampant load screens in between. WoW still looks great thanks to an art style that has aged incredibly well over the years, and perhaps more importantly, numerous engine overhauls that have kept it feeling somewhat modern despite being 2 decades old. World of Warcraft features the trinity of tank, healer, and DPS.
Wait, what happened? Oh, I posted.
And has 13 unique classes, each with multiple different specs for you to spec into. There's a lot of single player content for you to level your way up with, as well as dungeons and raids. WoW's dungeons and raids are among the best out there, but be prepared to devote a good chunk of time to them, as they're quite a bit longer than in other MMOs. So what does
promo trailer for a
look
DLC,
like,
a cinematic trailer for
you can see on this graph how WoW absolutely
that game is
the competition
insane.
in its prime. Back
It's
in the early
iconic, but it's
2000s.
insane.
Looking at its popularity from 2004 to 2012, nothing else even comes close. When we look at the last few years, WoW usually still sits at the #1 spot, but Final Fantasy has reached a point where it's able to pass it during its expansion launches. This titan of the industry is still just that, a titan in the industry, but it's not the untouchable titan that it once was.
20 years
And
later, still iconic.
Final Fantasy 14, released in 2010, available on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Right now, the most popular MMO in the world is Final Fantasy 14. This game has earned this spot by devoting itself to improving the quality of the content it released for 14 years in a row, but perhaps just as important is the fact that it treats its community better than any other MMO out right now, and that mentality has clearly paid huge dividends for Square Enix. The new Dawntrail expansion propelled Final Fantasy to the #1 spot, adding 2 new classes, a ton of new zones, and starting a brand new storyline after wrapping up the previous 10-year
barely
story
scratched
during
the
the Endwalker
surface is
expansion.
the
Final Fantasy
definition
14
of insanity to me.
a story
Because
that gives hope to
hello,
rocky MMO launches today. You can fix an imperfect MMO
That's
if
top
you're
tier.
willing to listen to the feedback of the community
That's top
and
tier.
put the work in. But you have to resist the urge to over monetize your MMO. Final Fantasy 14 is a fantasy MMORPG that places a massive focus on the story. The single player story content comes first, and every piece of the game that follows is built in service to that end. The dungeons are unlocked as part of the story.
60 hours
The
with the
trials
free
are
trial.
unlocked
With
and
the
woven
free
into
trial,
the story.
60
Some of
hours.
the most memorable cutscenes
Wait, what's
in
the
the game
60
are
hours?
delivered
Like,
in the
what's the
middle
free
of a trial while
was the
you're
free
fighting
trial
for
like
your
the
life.
full
Final Fantasy
game?
14 also
Or were
features
you
22
restricted
different
to
classes and the trinity of tank,
a set
healer, and
amount of time?
DPS.
Were you
Final Fantasy
restricted to
14
60
has one of
hours?
the most generous free trials out of any MMO, allowing you to play the first 70 levels and the first 2 expansions.
The free trial
for
lets you play the
completely free.
whole
After
main
that, you do have
story.
to buy the
Okay.
game and pay the mandatory $13
That's how you
a month
know a game is
subscription.
massive.
Thanks to this mandatory sub, however, the game is free of pay to win. It's free of loot boxes, and it has
That's how you know a
hundreds
game
of
is
cosmetics
massive.
and mounts that you can earn by playing the
Rewind
game.
it.
2020.
Wait,
to
tell me
this
how
man-
far back
After
you
that,
need to
you do
go.
have to buy the game and first 70 levels and the first 2 expansions for of any MMO.
Oh, he just said,
allowing you
okay,
to
wait.
play the
Let me stop
first
going back.
70 levels and the first 2 expansions for completely free.
Oh,
you do
that
have to buy
first
the game,
70
and
levels
Fantasy
and 2
14 has one of these
expansions.
features 22 different classes and the trinity of tank, healer, and DPS. Final Fantasy 14 has one of the most generous free trials out of any MMO, allowing you to play the first 70 levels and the first 2 expansions for completely free. After that, you do have to buy
That's
the game
kind
and
of
pay
insane.
the mandatory $13 a month subscription. Thanks to this
So
mandatory
the game
sub,
is
however, the
$13 a
game is
month.
free of pay
But
to
prior
win.
to
It's free
paying
of loot
$13 a
boxes,
month, you
and
get a
it
free
has
trial, play
hundreds of
70
cosmetics
levels, and you
mounts that
basically get
can
2
earn
free
by playing
DLCs.
the game. 2024 has been an incredible year for Final Fantasy 14, but will
Like,
it be able to hold
that's
on to the #1 spot? We'll check back in 6 months at
crazy.
the beginning of 2025 and find
But-
out when we update
Damn,
this
okay.
list. If we look at how Final Fantasy 14 has been trending, it's been battling WoW for the top
Yeah, like,
spot
that's
for the last
crazy.
few years. But with WoW's World Soul Saga around the corner, holding on to the #1 spot is
They
going
should
to be
do-
tough. We have seen
They should do
some
like
massive
Elden Ring
upsets
and
in
Dragon's
2024,
Dogma like
popular
that.
MMOs
You get the
clawing their
main
way to the top
story
or
for
sliding their
free.
way to the bottom.
But if
We've
you want
seen
the rest of
multiple
this
MMOs
big
drop
ass
stunning expansion
rail
like
where the
ESO's
side
Gold
quests
Road
are
and
really
Final
just
Fantasy
more main
14's
quests,
Dawntrail. And
you gotta pay
arguably
for
the
it.
biggest MMO expansion has yet
I
to
would've got
drop,
that free
with
ass
World
story.
of Warcraft's War Within expansion coming out on August 26th.
It had a great
Did
day.
any of the results on this list surprise you? Let me know in the comments below. Which MMOs do you think are going to move up or down in the future? And where do you think Throne in Liberty will land on this list? Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel to
You do have
find
to
out,
purchase the
as I'll
DLCs
continue to cover
separately, but I got
MMOs
all
like
of them.
the
But 30
degenerate
ain't even
MMO
bad. How many
player I
DLCs
am.
are there?
As always, massive shout out and a massive thank you to my YouTube channel members. To become a member, click the join button below for access to a private Discord channel where you can ask me anything you want and
Like
behind
5
the
or
scenes
6?
footage
That's
and more.
good.
Sincerely,
Hell.
thank you so much for watching, and
30.
I hope to see you in the next video.
Must be nice. Okay. Okay. Well, I need to throw this. I made my bag. Let me just put it over here. I don't have to, I'm not gonna leave. I'm just put it over here. I'll get it out of my face. I don't want it in my face. Perfect night. Kissing you was raining purple sky. Okay, I'm low-key tired. I do this every time I watch a video or something. I always act like I can't play the game afterwards. Do you want to play Samurai Warriors? If you don't want to play that, I might have to go tonight. That is so trifling to me. That is so trifling. Not gonna lie, not really. I don't know. See, I'm in the same boat. I won't hold you. Like, I know I need to play Astrobot. I know we need to play Samurai Warriors, but every single time I stream one of these like live broadcast things, I just want to go to bed. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I'll be like just okay with just sitting here. That like switching over to like gaming mode, it takes a lot. Oh shit. By the way, they put Samurai Warriors 4 DS on sale for $33 and it pissed me off. Wait, how much did we pay for hours? I forgot how much we paid. Did we pay full price? I don't remember. We paid 50. Oh, you bitches. Y'all could have gave it. Let me dispute. Get my you fucking dog-head bitches. Man. Save my 20. It's something I meant to go look. I'm literally just here running a game called Fantasy Map Simulator in the background as nations fight each other. There we go. Dude, like I don't feel like playing the game, and I know I need to. Me and Chris got to arguing early. He wore me out on Snapchat because I haven't started Wukong yet. And so I know I need to, but I really don't feel like playing the game. I don't. I would rather go to bed. Or at least lay down. I could start Sword Art Online. I could get off of here and start Sword Art Online so I can be getting caught up. See, that's actually being progressive. Look at Discord. That's actually being progressive. I didn't even see this. Full switch to... Okay, if they would have increased that price, sell at my PS5 and I'm just investing into a new PC. You better be an hour. Wait, this is the game that you're playing? Is this the map? And you let the nation just knock. Here we go. So who's knocking? Who's knocking right now? Are we knocking over here where these X's are? These hoes knocking? Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. There we go. What did you say? 3? So why are we fighting? Are we just being like not non-benevolent? I have it on an ancient Chinese thing. Okay. I'm sitting here trying to click. Did you see me? I'm sitting here trying to click close. No reason. Just being human. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. It sounds about fucking right. $7 on Steam. That sounds about fucking right. Man, the bias problem in... Oh, because, okay, I meant to say this the other day, because people keep calling it Gohan Ball Legends. They keep saying, like, Gohan Ball Legends. Like, they say that the creators, like, biased towards Gohan. They complain all the time about that. I be seeing people on Twitter complain about that all the time. Tribal Alliance of Dingling been around for 300 years. They sticking around for real. Gohan Ball Legends is my favorite. That's the name I saw on Twitter. The people calling it. And I would like to make it clear that I don't like that name. That the Tribal Alliance of Dingling is so stupid. I had to like say that really slow because almost got banned. Yes, they said it's called Gohan Ball Legends. And I guess that's what that video is. I'm not watching no 35-minute video though. Who is you? Goresh? Oh, that's the guy who video I looked at the other day. That's why he's popping up. I looked at his video about the new Goku character. That's who video I looked at. That I was looking at for like a second opinion on him. So I guess now he's going to be popping up on my feed all the time. I think I've watched him before because his voice was familiar. I think when I first started, I watched one of his videos too because his voice was familiar. Anyway, I think I'm just going to get off. I'm going to start Sword Art Online. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go start Sword Art Online and just get started on that so I can, this is just an excuse, but it's just so I can be prepared when I'm able to play, when I play the game. Fair enough, I'm actually going to watch SAO2, the seasons I haven't seen. See, because you might see something in the game. Or the seasons you haven't seen, are they included? Do you know if they're included in the game? Did they say what seasons are included in the game? I lost breath. I'm off thattery. I'm off thattery. Oh, all the seasons. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll get off here. I'll start that. Hopefully I get a good amount in today. Unfortunately, I can't watch anything fucking during work hours. I had like, what, 2.5 episodes of that Digimon shit to watch. And obviously I didn't finish it till today. And I didn't finish it until today for something. Like, we've been so busy, so I don't think I'm gonna have time to watch during work hours. But I'll get it watched so I can play it sooner than later. Oh gosh. The game that came out beforehand covers the latest season. Wait, what day is whatchamacallit on? So I can, it's running. Oh, it's running starting tomorrow. So starting tomorrow. Wait, do they have what day people are doing? Do they do that? Do they set up like what days are going to have? I be seeing people list stuff, but it'd be like they typed it up. I don't be seeing official stuff. Also, just let you know, the game timeline is separate from the anime timeline, and there are a lot more events that happen. So if you wanted to be a purist, you would want to play all the SAO game. How many games do they have? How many games do they have? Koei is doing Dynasty Wars on 26 to 27. Ooh, what if they release a demo at that point? What if they release a demo? Oh, I gotta go to the mailbox. My package is in the mailbox. Let me check. I'll send a screenshot on Discord. Okay. Death Stranding 2 special stage at Tokyo Game Show has been extended from 60 minutes to 90 minutes. Isn't that like the simulator game? Like, you're not really doing nothing. It's like the simulator. Why do you have 90 minutes? Which game? Death Stranding? Is that the one where you're just, you're not really playing? It's basically a movie? Is that game? Because if that's that game, then, I mean, I don't want to be the one to sound like a jackass, but why you got 90 minutes? If we ain't really... I mean, you are playing, but it's story heavy. So that might not... Ooh, that might not be... Well, no, okay. That might be... Maybe people are just over dramatic. Because I do have to think about the fact that I am talking about social media. And they do drag it. They probably just don't like the fact that it's story heavy. And probably just dragged it because of that. So if it's not just like a simulator, like It's been, unless I'm talking about a completely different game, then people are just dragging it. Okay. Deleting what you mean to me. Look at Discord. It was the perfect night kissing you. Okay, so I'll just watch the anime. And I don't think I want to look at the full lineup. Wait, I don't want to look at the lineup. I just want to know what days are like people like this. Let's look at this. This is what I really care about. If you really want to talk about it, this is what I care about. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick to watching the anime, and then I'll just go based on that. I don't think I can play 6 games. Wait, well, I don't know if is it 6 games or 5 games. I'm not sure if that game was in the list. Is that game in the list? That game. I don't know if I can play 5 games. Prior to that, it'll be 5 years. So with that being the case, I think I'll stick to. I don't want to look at the lineup. Okay. Oh no, that's not that. That's saying the whole thing. I think I'll just watch the. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I'll just Twitter will tell me what day Square Enix is doing stuff. I'll see you on Square Enix. So you want to play Hollow Fragment, Lost Song, Hollow Realization, Fatal Bullet, Alicization. I can't say that. Last Recollection, and now the one that's coming out. Yeah, I don't have one of them. Fatal Bullet is actually fun as fuck though. If I was to play those 5 games, it would be 2030 by the time I played the game that's coming out. If I left it up to me to play those games prior to playing the game that's coming out, I would be 1 foot in the casket and 1 foot out. I can assure you that. So we're going to pray about it and watch that anime. I don't recommend it. They're long too. Yeah, they can have a great day. Anyway, it's absolutely not. Wait, before I go, I might as well look to see if it's dubbed on here. I don't understand why Digimon wasn't dubbed. Oh, I'm typing in Crunchyroll while I'm in Crunchyroll. You would think I do crack. Okay, say dub. Everything I'll figure it out later. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and watch. I'm not even gonna watch on my phone. I'm gonna sit here and watch it. That way I know I'll focus, because if I go lay on the bed and try to watch it, I might get sidetracked and start becoming impulsive. You'd also have to watch the anime first. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch that. Oh, my impulsive. Let me give an update. Stream it on Twitch for real. I didn't think about that. I could just switch over to Twitch and just stream it on that. I'll do that. So we know about the bathroom. I did the bathroom. I took out all of my shoes. Do not ask me why I was thinking about Christmas. I don't want no questions about the fact that I was thinking about Christmas, but I was thinking about my Christmas tree and how I wanted to replace a Christmas tree from last year, so I needed some space for a Christmas tree, so I had to redo my closet. So I took out all the shoes in here and put those little cubby things inside of my closet so I can have a space for the tree in here. But with doing that, do not ask me how. But somehow, some way, I ended up looking at griddles. And I really want a Blackstone. I truly and honestly want a Blackstone. But 2 things are stopping me from getting it. First of all, the price. Second of all, the fact that it's a gas grill and I'm scared of propane. And I know that propane is supposed to be like super, it's not healthy. It's safe. And like, I think it was like only like 60 cases of a propane tank exploding last year. And I was like, you know what? That's 60 too many for me, because I'll be the unfortunate soul that has one of the 60 that explodes and it would explode in my face. So like, I'm like, I can't do propane. Christmas, definitely. Christmas over Halloween, anytime. So I was like, I can't do propane. So the next best thing was like an electric griddle for like outdoors. but like they didn't have any that weren't like $600, and I'm like, are you dumb? Like they had some, but they weren't the kind that I liked, and they were like 600, 500, and I'm like, I'll buy a Blackstone and risk my life with propane before I do that. So the next best thing for me to do was to buy a grill cart that's made for tabletop griddles. So I bought a grill cart, then I bought a griddle, and the griddle will be here Tuesday. And I have my, I don't know what to call it. It's not a black stone. It's a green stone. It's a silver stone because it actually is all silver. And it's very much probably not going to get used. Because honestly, I've always wanted to like cook outside, and I do want a black stone, but I feel like the first time a bug pissed me off, I'm never cooking outside again. And that's why I just know the first time a bug pissed me off, I feel like a bug on like land on like a piece of meat that I'm cooking is going to irritate my entire existence, and I'm never going to cook outside again, and then all that money is going to be wasted. And this is why you don't impulse buy. I honestly, you're absolutely right. But I really did want a black stone. I really still do want a black stone. And if I do cook on this griddle a lot. Something I heard from class, it relates to you. All I saw was purposeful behavior. And I just knew at that point I was attacked. Purposeful behavior does not assume that people in the situations are immune. Therefore, are perfect decision makers. They sometimes make mistakes. It applies. and then because I was sitting there and I was like calculating how much money I spent, because I was like, I had forgot that I had just bought the Sparking Zero and Wukong, and I had forgot that I had just what did I order? It was something else I just ordered. So I was like, just looking at how much money I spent over the weekend. Yes, I bought Sparking Zero. I went ahead and did it one day this weekend. And I was like, okay, let me see here. Because I think I said it before that the way I save money and budget and like get like cash back is I use my credit card for everything, but every time I make a purchase, I hurry up and pay it off. So I don't have to worry about no interest or anything. I bought it on PlayStation. So this weekend I'm sitting here like looking at my credit card, getting ready to pay it off, and I'm like, oh, you dragged it. So when I paid that off, I wanted to cry. Because the bar cart itself was $150, and then the griddle was $150. So I paid $300. I could have just bought another griddle, or put a little bit more and bought another griddle. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. One day I'm going to grow up. Oh, and I also found out that someone stole one of my bags from me out of the house. There's been a thief in the house. And I found out today that someone has stolen from me. So now I don't know how I want to react. I don't know if I want to like become a bad person and just start cursing, or if I want to just let it go, because I don't know who did it and when it happened. So I can't pinpoint who did it. I just know the last time I had that bag was in July, and it's been in my closet. And we had 2 gatherings, and both times, I don't think it was like my family who stole from me. I think it was someone who came as a +1, 2, or 3 with my family who I said that I did not like. And I think that that's who stole it from me. And I went back to look on the camera to see because the bag is like, here's my iPad. The bag is like, actually it's not a good comparison. Oh, well, if I open it. The bag is like this big. So you have to, and it doesn't fold. It doesn't fold easily. It's like leather. It was a Gucci bag. And it's gone. And I was like, because today, I only noticed it today because, well, not today, yesterday. Because yesterday is when I did my shoes. And where I put my shoes at is where my bags are hanging at. So I had to take all the bags down to put the cubbies up there for the shoes. And I was like, wait, 2 of my bags are missing. I know one bag I gave to my cousin because he wanted to wear it. And I'm pretty sure one of his kids got it now because I'm never getting that bag back. And I was like, this other bag is missing. And I was like, wait, no one has this bag. I haven't let anyone borrow a bag. No one's borrowed a bag. And it's not in my car. It's not in my mama's car. I know I haven't wore it. And I was like, it's been stolen. And I was like, oh, this wasn't a cheap bag. It was a Gucci bag. And I'm like, and that's how I know it was stolen, because it was Gucci. Because like all of my other bags right there, like my bags I get from Shein, my bags I get from Amazon, my Coach bag right there, my Michael Kors bag right there, them bags all them bags are right there. The only bags that are missing is the bag that I gave to my cousin. So I know where that's at, and that Gucci bag. And I was like, somebody really stole it. And my feelings were hurt. I was like, oh my gosh. But then I was like, wait, maybe it wasn't my family. Maybe it was somebody that they brought. And I'm really upset because I said I didn't like them people. I kept saying I didn't like them people. And I kept coming up here in this room in particular when they came up here to put them out, because I was like, this room has a lot of expensive things in it. Very expensive things that people can walk out with. And I didn't think anybody would go in my bedroom. And yeah, so someone stole my bag, and I'm so upset about that. But it's okay. I hope they enjoy it. I pray they come around me one day and I see it on their body. When I say it's gonna take, and I'm gonna know it's mine because one of the kids ripped the inside of my bag, and I'm gonna be that person going inside your bag. One of the kids ripped the inside of my bag, and I was pissed off at that because why did you even have it to begin with? And the zipper part is ripped on the inside. Let a hoe come around me, and I'm not that person who's judgmental. Let a hoe who looked like they couldn't even pick that bag up at a flea market come around me with that bag on. I'm searching the inside of it. I'm searching the inside of it. And let it be ripped at that zipper. I'll probably be streaming again after a year of serving prison time, because I'm gonna beat that hoe till I see blood. I'm gonna beat a hoe till I see blood. But you walked in my house and stole from me. You walked in my house and stole from me. And my drunk ass downstairs not paying no attention. Don't know who it is. Went back to that video footage, and let me tell you the worst part is, because I'll check the video footage of our front door camera to check anybody's shirt, to look at anybody's shirts to see if it looked like anything was bulky. Our back camera that night was going dead. We don't have a solar panel on that back camera because there's no sunlight that comes back there. There's no point in putting a solar thing back there. It won't get any energy. The camera went dead at like right before 9 o'clock. The person who I have the most thought of that would do it left at 9:30. And I can't tell if they went around the back and like went around the gate that's around the backyard to leave out, so they wouldn't get caught on the camera or wouldn't walk through a crowd of people with a bag protruding out of their shirt. So they could have went out the back. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just so upset that somebody stole from me. And I never thought to like shut my door or like keep my closet door shut, because like I don't think that I have to like watch for people stealing from me. But yeah, I got stolen from, basically robbed. Shit happens. Anyway, I'm gonna no, I'm not getting off. I'm switching to Twitch. Maybe. I forgot that. Wait, I might not. Wait, I have to figure it out. I didn't think about this, Demon. But OBS was Twitch and Streamlabs was YouTube. I have to figure out how to get everything switched over because it's not connected the same. Can I change this to... Wait, no, I should be able to change this. Never mind. Scratch everything I just said. I signed directly into OBS with YouTube. I can use a stream key for Twitch to do it. Okay, I'm finna switch to Twitch. You can do both. You can just connect it. Yep. Yeah. Well, I don't even have Streamlabs. I don't even have them on my computer no more. But I can still do the stream key to OBS and just I just won't be able to do. I got it. I'll be right back.